you love me, you wouldn't do that. No more talking, you gotta prove that. All of that ego and insecurity, block it, you gotta lose that. Leave the immaturity at the door with your shoes, Jack. Cause if the dirt get on my rug, it stays, I don't sweep it under. I spend is my wealth and trust, I'm too cheap to wonder if you don't care about me enough to admit a blunder.
I did hit record.
Good?
Alright.
Nah, listen.
See, we good. This podcast is gonna start today.
My Mercury is in retrograde, bro. I'm telling you.
The Mercury is retrograding today.
Right, let's go. And we're back straight at the back. You already know it's the podcast with the highest level of analysis the culture needs. As usual, it's your boy Jordan say here. Got a packed house today. We got the wifey in the house.
Little sippers.
All that's in the house.
Little sippers.
Dave's is in the house as always.
Yes, sir.
Dave's in the house.
Bro, we're all pretending like this is the first time we've done this shit. It's not.
We had mad technical difficulties, but we're here now. And then Glet's here.
Nah, we're here now.
What's going on, G?
We're here.
Hi everybody.
Glet's mad nervous. On the way here, Glet was making drinks. So she was like,
You see all this alcohol on the table, so because
you see how she's looking pretty right now, yeah? Oh, no, this is not her face, guys. This is
This early.
how you gonna show me bust like that?
bro.
Nah.
I walk to a Glet's house every day. I see the real form. I saw it today and I was like,
This is the real me. This is the fake me.
Where's Glet going? She's like, I'm coming to
I'm
the
leaving
pod.
my house. Like I'm gonna be actually kind of trying.
How's
You
everybody
actually
doing?
should be lucky. I should put face like honestly
Who you doing it for?
Wait, sorry.
for the camera.
Wasn't it you who asked to be here?
I was free. No, actually, to be honest, they were asking me before, and I just was never busy. I was never able to.
That was
and
years
then-
ago. I gave up on you.
No, years ago. This was a few
Nah,
months
we
ago.
rebranded. This is a different podcast, man.
The natural follow-up to our brothers and sisters, though, so
Forever.
makes sense.
But they didn't have to have me on. They needed me on.
Nah, we
Wait,
didn't.
what?
We did.
No, we didn't. We just
Female audience.
female. No, what female?
What
audience?
male audience?
This is the male audience. All your friends are gonna be saying, "Glet was so funny."
I don't have clout,
you be
man.
like,
I stay in my
Carrying
house.
that part, bro.
Then you say, what did she say? What she said, you guys were lucky to have her. That sound was so hilarious. I was like,
She was dropping gems the whole podcast, man.
Well, you guys been out anyways. How's the weekend?
Rough, man. Wait,
guys-
the weekend or the week?
The weekend, we haven't recorded since
Bro, 9
last
to
weekend.
5 shaping me as a man a little bit, you know?
Yeah, go on. What's going on for the 9 to 5
bro.
Chronicles?
I'm more organized.
No way.
I have journals and shit now.
Fuck
I take
all
down,
that.
yeah.
Fuck all
Bro,
that.
listen.
Nah, I've been good, you know. You know,
Well, you had a great
small event happened over the weekend.
Bro,
Oh, big.
before we
Nah,
start
you got
anything,
gases.
Yeah,
before
you
we
got
start
gases.
anything, shout out to Mama Jordan. She came out tripping, VVS diamonds and that.
Yeah, man.
Nah.
So yeah,
She was
that
gas
cool.
as well.
Tribe wedding happened and all that. Well, a lot of my boys' first wedding, my first wedding, as you guys know.
My first wedding. It's my
I've
first for
never
a long
been married
time.
before, but it was
Sure.
one of the best days of my life. I can't lie. I was nervous going into it, but obviously on the Friday we did the introduction. So the introduction, my family goes to my wife's family. He's all meet officially for the first time, even though they've met before.
Jordan
but
came
it's
with pre-writtens and that.
Bro, Jordan came ready. I didn't even know Jordan had dance moves. Like, I didn't know you could dance like that. I'm like, what?
Bro, Jordan was dancing like Rick was too. What?
Bro, they played Jordan's theme song. Sorry, man.
Sorry, yeah, but that was
Come
before
on.
that was introduction was Friday, so we went over to the gaff and then came in and we did that ceremonial part. That kind of calmed my nerves. So my brother was there, innit? He was just busting jokes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I even had to there's a part where I have to kneel and then my brother's like, cheese.
Yeah.
So your boy had to say cheese.
It kind of takes away the seriousness of it.
So,
Like,
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
gonna get old though. Like I saw you used to take pictures with that cheese.
My
I'm gonna
mom.
in 5 months that's gonna look so dated. Do you know when people used to do that? Like who ate the last chicken?
What?
Do you ever see it? Who like the guys used to dress like they point at their boys.
Yeah.
Like that's so
What is it called?
dated.
One
Yeah.
other?
my mom said the pictures are lovely, but why are you both doing
Yeah.
this?
Like I liked it, like all the boys' pictures really nice, but I was like, these are doing the chi. I was like, that's gonna look so dated.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna lie
It's
to you,
gonna capture the
Jordan.
moment,
Rinse
though.
that.
Exactly.
Really,
Rinse
like
that.
it was
It's like art. It's a moment
Yeah.
in time.
post-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will know that
Wedding.
at that time this was the
This
cheese
is
that we're
cheese.
doing.
It's a default pose, to be honest, because we all would have looked mad awkward on that stage. So
It just looks nice.
Whenever people don't
Look
know
like
what
bodyguards.
I was too fast to take any pictures that day.
Really?
Nah, that day
Yeah.
is gone.
Oh no.
Bro, Dave was doing the white boy drunk lean like this.
I keep looking over my dad and just go. Like, I come back with a plate full of food on my
No.
man.
It was mad. Then we moved over to like Friday was calm. That kind of calmed my nerves because I was nervous about the ceremony. Because as you know, like if you're African, the introduction is very ceremonial. There's a lot to do. There's entrances, all this to do. So I was nervous about that, all that aspect. Then
Yeah, of
Friday,
course.
calm my nerves. I went home Friday feeling better about Saturday. So I woke up Saturday then I was like, today we're going to have fun. That's what it was about, innit? So I woke up, had my fucking chicken fillet roll, watched a bit of Brilliant Idiots.
What was the chicken fillet roll on
That's
that
a
wedding?
fair
what
play
you have
to
in the
you.
chicken
That's
fillet
a
roll?
very Irish thing to do.
I woke up what you mean?
He wasn't
Nah,
eating
I just think that
Cocoa
was
Pops
key.
at least.
It's just already.
Nah, Glenn said yesterday Cocoa Pops. As a man, you can't be eating Cocoa Pops. He gives it.
Yeah, no, it's part of the list, man. There's so many things we can do.
Like,
Oh,
men
yeah,
can't do anything.
definitely. Still.
Men can't do anything.
You know what? How about you just give them that, man?
They want us to eat the animals we hunted, man, women, honestly.
Well, yeah, then Saturday happened. Obviously, African time, you're waiting outside. But when it was time to go in, bruv. That So Ray song, yeah? I've been playing it for like the whole year. It's probably been my favorite song of the year.
No,
Jordan
gas
is the only person I know that will come out to French trap on his
Who
wedding.
was the first who was Ghanaian?
Okay, Ghanaian trap. Trap music full stop.
I was waiting for that song in the middle, like, really.
Nah,
We're waiting for that line to drop so hard.
To be honest, I didn't expect you to come
Like,
out in a song like that. I thought you were gonna come out with like
So romantic.
what's it called? Ramène la coupe à la maison or
You know, that's what Morris
or
said.
French or
Morris
something
said,
yeah,
French
that
or
was Michelle.
Congolese.
It's a Paula
When that came up,
Pogba.
yeah.
Wait, I have a question. Why
And
do you
I'm
guys just have
surprised.
flags just ready?
It's just like you're celebrating. You're
Yeah.
celebrating your people and your culture.
Wait, hold on. Who here has owned the flag of?
Nah, bro, I
You
felt
don't
like,
count.
It's from our family. We had the flag. I was gonna bring my T-shirt at some point, but my jersey, my
Nah, man, I'm
Congolese
trying to be
jersey.
patriotic like you.
Because I think weddings are patriotic anyway. Like Congolese people, it's like I think every culture is the most of your culture that you're ever gonna be
Yeah.
at any certain point in time. Do you know, you don't wake up on a Wednesday, you're the most Nigerian. No, it's at a wedding.
I agree with it because they always say like if you want to see people's culture, you go to a wedding, innit?
Yeah.
So I was even telling them before, I was like, bruv, whistles and flags.
Yeah.
Because obviously
I saw.
the way it's done is if you're marrying into like as the groom we're marrying the bride, so we have
Yeah.
to do marry their culture because we're going to their house to take them as the wife, innit? So I was like, because it's gonna be a Nigerian event, you guys have to pull up with the Congolese-ness. I want to see flags, I want to see whistle, I want to see the Lukete roofing, all of it. So I'm fine, let's have you know.
the beauty of the Congoleseness is we didn't even need whistles. Or people like,
Bro, some music.
echo to the arena. I'm like, what is
I still have to learn how to do that. I won't lie. Like I feel like I should become an auntie and have kids.
What's it you can see
The
for?
level, yeah. You know, like Dragon Ball Z, you change levels. I'm like
Levels,
Pokemon. I haven't reached my level, my final
Nah,
level. Yeah,
listen.
But I was lit.
that's how you use a whistle the whole time. I was like, wee, wee, wee.
Nah,
When
you-
Simi was coming in, I was like, pew, 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 pew. It's like, thank
so-
God I had this whistle because I was trying to do that. It wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen. The
the
whistles
amalgamation
anyway.
of Congolese and Nigerian, greatest thing I've ever
You know
seen.
them hybrid weddings there.
Greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know them ones.
I didn't feel like it was too different. It was weirdly like I thought it was gonna be very like either Nigerian or very Congolese, but I felt like it was a blend. It was a maybe from as a spectator, as a guest. I felt like it was a nice blend. I didn't feel there was so much separation. There was a separation, but there wasn't so much. Maybe on my side anyway. I just enjoy
See, I'm
having a
Zambian,
good
so I
time. I
walked
just
in as a
came to
neutral.
celebrate you guys. So
Yeah.
either way, if they're gonna play Nigerian songs, I was going to dance. If they're gonna play Congolese song, I was going to dance. If Simi came in, I was going to celebrate. If you were coming, I was going to celebrate. It was just I
And do you
felt
think
like
it
it was
helps
together.
that like our generation anyways, we grew up with a lot like Nigerian and Congolese people, so if that blend is like more seamless to us, it comes easier for us. And also like because the Congolese engagement, it's very simplistic. You just go to a back garden and you go to a gaff, so you don't really see the blend. So when you go to that and you're seeing like it's clearly a Nigerian side, and then you hear the whistles and the and all
See the flags being thrown up and
the
down.
flags being thrown. So you're seeing the Congolese, because if this was like your engagement, for example, it'll just be in your backyard, wouldn't it? There'll just be a tent
Oh
in the
yeah, yeah.
backyard.
We wouldn't
It's
have
done. We
that
wouldn't have the
ceremony, and it was you're celebrating your partner's culture as well.
Yeah.
But I always have fear of like, especially like marrying interculturally, would be like one culture would overtake. Even though that was in Nigerian cultural customs, I was like.
You still felt
Congolese
the
people
Congolese-
still, the Congolese presence was there. We brought our own thing, like the flags
Yeah.
and the whistle. That's something we do. So
So
it
what
was
did you
like,
guys
As a neutral
like-
genuine, it was a nice combination.
yeah, it was a nice combination. I always felt like, as my generation, I thought like one culture will overtake, and like that's a fear because you appreciate your culture. You know, you want it to be celebrated, and that's one of those moments you want it celebrated. So I appreciated that, like. it was kind of a mixture of the two. It wasn't
Even in
just
the
one or
prep,
the
they
other.
were asking us like, do you guys not want anything more Congolese? You guys know? And in my mind, I was like, the way we do it is you just like show up in the back garden and we have the party. It's not like our engagement is like the tradition. Like obviously when you go to there's like a lot of traditional things, even the ceremony, the dollars, the prostrating, all of these things. We don't like have all that. So when they were asking me, it's like, you guys are not participating. Is there not anything you guys want to add? Is there not anything you
Very
want to
simple.
add? I'm like, no. Like as the groom's family, we show up to the event. That's literally what.
Oh,
the
you
groom,
just pull up.
yeah, we pull up with the presents. Like you bring the all the bride
Bride
presents.
present.
Yeah, you pull up and you.
See me was
that's it.
expensive, bro.
You saw that, yeah. on Friday they were telling me like you're marrying a princess. You're taking a princess.
Like I walked in and I looked at it. I was like, bro, bags on plantain and that.
Simi came out ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
But see, they gassed her. They were like, "Yo, Jordan's
Yeah.
entrance,
Yeah.
You guys have to have energy.
Yeah.
Jordan's entrance is fun." But what's funny? Are you guys gonna do weddings now, Trad?
Wait, hold on, wait. I have a few
course.
questions for you.
Oh, talk to
First of all, how did you feel having the, it's a different level of gas.
Initially, awkward, yeah. But when
Yeah.
people take out their phones, they're like, "Let's do this." I was even telling people, "Wait. Put the
Let me roll it down and roll it back up.
Fam, I don't know what it is, but when you roll that thing,
When
it
you
makes you
put
feel
it, yeah.
bossy.
I just see
I know it's like,
you're bad demons. Just say. But that's just me. But go on.
So even when I'm coming in and I'm dancing and watching videos with the glasses with that thing on, I'm like, nah.
Fam,
Is that me?
It makes a difference, I'm not gonna lie.
I just can't wait for like all the official videos and cameras and all of that to come out. You know that kind of
Yeah.
How was it prostrating and that?
all of that because we watched
Flagging
videos.
on the flag,
It was no big thing, you know.
Oh, you watch videos to learn
I
about.
told the lads to come. Remember when you're over after we
On the Thursday,
on the
yeah.
Thursday after we left, all the lads were over getting our trims, just watching videos. So I knew what to expect. I knew how to do interest and the Alaga. Like the Alaga is the MC for everybody listening.
Fam,
They
those
kind of
people are annoying,
coordinate,
bro.
Yeah, they kind of coordinate the events. That's what the Alagas are. So she kind of like called me. She told me that you're gonna need to know a Bible verse. You're gonna need to prostrate.
Turns out here being Bible verse, guys just dropping it. I seen on Friday, Jordan was like, God said this. I was like, oh, okay.
I told you, Jordan came with pre-written.
Guys, you don't want to do freestyle. I went freestyle. Jordan was like, yeah.
Friday I freestyle.
Yeah.
And Hugh finds a wife finds a good thing. I don't even know what verse
I
that
see
is.
all the girls are like, oh my god, he's so cute.
Oh my god, he's laughing and all. Oh my god, Simi, you're so lucky.
First of all, Simi, you're so lucky. Let's do that. But secondly, the Jeremiah 29:11 had to learn that. I was learning that in the car. I was like, okay, for no, I have plans for you. But nah, it was good. They spraying the dollars part. I was like, man, they really are spraying dollars, you know.
How does that feel? Getting sprayed?
I was like, put in my things.
Jordan was gassed and I was
Put in my things.
Getting sprayed gasses you a bit.
really.
People are putting dollars on your forehead. I'm
Bro,
like,
the
let's
MC was doing the most, man.
Yeah.
The MC was doing the absolute most.
They're still trying to
man.
make us broke. I won't lie, because our side, as a Congolese side of the thing, our perspective, we're like, when Jordan's mom and dad was coming out, and we were behind them, and they were like, "Oh, money!" Like she brought a bowl, and we didn't have dollars because we weren't prepared for this dollar thing. No, we were. No, she did, but we weren't prepared. It was on our side.
The money, like.
Yeah, no, literally. I said revenue. I beat one guy on the thing. Yeah, but then like we didn't have dollars, so people were dropping €20 or €50,
Bro.
and this lady was saying it's not enough. I'm like, have you seen that €50? Have you seen that €20?
I'm
It's
telling
not
you.
enough dollars.
Spot and every note that's going in the air, man. I thought that was some Monopoly money or some shit.
There's real money there.
Those guys, they, bro. I remember at Bambi's one, we had peas, yeah. Put some. It's not enough. Put some.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Put some. Smell the prostrate. Get up.
No, she started turning around, start airing out everybody that wasn't giving dollars.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, and that's the thing. They will embarrass you.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
They
she
will
was saying
see you.
it's not enough. The family see me so expensive, and I'm like, yeah, but it's a €50.
I'm like, listen, I'm just camera guy. Like,
How you doing?
I'm not even gonna lie. When you were outside, bro, they were fleecing your dad, bro.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor.
You're like Dr.
They knew the
Evans and
assignment.
his
They knew.
missus. I'm like,
She was like, I can't call you by your name. That's disrespect. I have to call you doctor. I was like, what's the news, doctor? It's like, this guy, he's gonna be
Carry on,
I didn't tell her that, you know.
now this lady was not going anywhere until that bowl was full. whole.
You know she texted me saying, if you know any of your friends that's getting married, recommend them to me. Ernest.
Bro, she was telling stories that didn't exist, bro. I'm not drinking.
Wait, elaborate, please.
She was telling
She was saying you're meeting. I was like, I swear that did not happen.
Yeah, she said that. She said that she was there at the beginning.
Yeah.
Jordan to the church, and she said they were having an event, and you know that was like we just knew that. I was like, bro. I came outside and I was like, "Simi, did you go to church?" No.
I remember when we went to repeat and
You all you man were outside, bro. Yeah, no, she was chatting shit,
She was
bro.
chatting.
But
We didn't even understand what half was
something like
chatting. That's the thing as well.
That's one thing I didn't
I was
like.
like, oh, I just wish she. That's the only thing I wish from the whole night was like I wish I want to understand some of this because I zoned out. Because I was saying to you, there's some videos I look. I was like, oh, that happened. Because I zoned out because I couldn't understand half what they were saying. So I kind of sitting there kind of like, oh, well, they finished their shit. Well, next time when they come out, I'll get gassed again. But I wish there was just a translator or somebody just to say, okay, this is what we're doing this.
I thought that
That would have been
they should
nice.
either had a translator or she should just use a lot yes Yoruba.
Yeah, it would be nice. I can understand like one of them doing Yoruba and then the other going saying in English. That would have been appreciated for our side.
But from the guest perspective, you guys.
Yeah,
Bro,
Oh, I enjoy it. It's like
Guys, turned up.
It's like Glet said, yeah, perfect balance.
Yeah.
I was sitting there with my dish, yeah. Had the strong jollof rice.
I guess
But I
it's
also had the Congolese mayonnaise.
Bro,
I'm
man.
sitting there like best balance of both.
These
I had
mans-
a pile, and I'm just enjoying. I'm just yamming
I was
that
doing
whole thing. Like,
fireman the whole night.
Yeah.
I was like, if you need alcohol,
were, to be
come
fair.
to me,
I
man.
was looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Guy,
You should
I had
take
Jack
me to the
Daniels,
soul.
Jack
Yeah.
Desperano, I had the wine, I had
I was
everything.
looking for the plot.
Yeah, your sister
I
gave
was.
us with us.
She gave me some Courvoisier, but that was about it. Like,
Oh no, our table, we were lit. I won't lie, we were lit on our table.
Fam,
I was
we were lit.
like, come on. When you guys came, I was like, more people to give wine.
And then we had wine and everything.
bro, no,
All my
man.
boys were like mid dancing with Simi, yeah. My boy Chico's like, you gotta introduce me to her. I'm like, bro, I've introduced you twice already. How many
you were a
times you
host.
want me to introduce her?
Bro,
Like
man.
I'm dancing, and I'm like, hey,
We said that coming in, people were like, oh, when I get Jordan, I was like, bro, you're not getting Jordan. This is his wedding, man.
I wasn't planning to talk to you either of you.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
I wasn't
man, I'll see when I
planning.
see you in it.
I was like, I'm just gonna get Simi on socials, you know, congratulations, and all, but like,
boys
I
are like
wasn't
saying
catching
like,
any
who's
use.
that bridesmaid? Jordan, talk to that
Yeah.
bridesmaid for me.
Really?
I'm like, it's my wedding.
So-
So that one is 30. My boy's like, he's 26. Says, I can be 32. I'm like, bro, I'm in the middle of my wedding. My brother's like, who's that girl? I'm like, bro, leave me alone.
Guys cannot stop.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna lie. You gotta shoot her shoe.
It's a wedding.
The groom.
That's the wedding.
It's his wedding.
And I have to go across. I'm like, Simi, your friend there, she's single. It's like, no.
I think that's one thing people don't always know. The bride and groom don't always know everyone that's at their wedding.
Yeah.
Like, that's her side. I mean, people. Obviously, I've known of Simi's friends. Some of them I've seen like maybe 4 times. I know their names.
you know
I
their
don't know them
status.
like that. I don't
Yeah,
know their lives.
yeah.
I don't even know if Simi told me. Like, you know, sometimes your girl be telling you, oh, you know that girl, she's taking. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, so
Did you get introduced to any of the aunties you just didn't know?
So many.
Oh,
So many
man.
aunties that came. They was spraying me with dollars, dude. And I was like, put in my titties.
Gatsby.
That's what I kept saying. The gassy.
But nah, you know what? There's just one video of Jordan just dropping dollars in Simi's back.
Yeah, see now. See you just open her bag like this.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Simi has the biggest smile of everyone.
You got to show them that pharmaceutical is paying.
I'm telling you.
You got to show you can take care of their daughter kind of thing.
Oh yeah, shout
Wait,
out.
I have one thing. Sorry,
Yeah,
Jen.
go ahead.
What happens to the cake, man? We didn't eat cake, man. That was,
There's no-
yeah, I just look at cake. Your sister came over one day, she said, there's cake in your house. I was like, wait a minute. We had a whole 6 hours, 12-hour shift at your wedding, and we didn't get cake.
You would have not wanted cake around me that day.
There's
man.
cake,
Really?
I think what happens is
Then
they told me,
cake
correct me if
after.
I'm wrong, they cut the cake and they give it to like the families in the end.
Do they? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
This
it is.
Realistically, there was never gonna be enough cake for the whole venue. Like,
Yeah, but some people, I want to
Yeah,
get
no,
some cake.
I want
Because
some
after
cake.
the party,
It's
go
actually
see me to get
after,
cake.
because I got home that night, I was starving, and I was thinking if I had cake right now. So I did.
drinking.
I had beggary amala. Beggary, I'm Nigerian.
You know, one of the boys, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. One of the boys, yeah. So we were getting food. He gets rice, everything. Then he gets pounded jam on this plate. Brings it to
Two
the
plates.
table. He has the first plate. He's like, lads, I'm full. Eats the second plate. Then the amala comes. Goes against.
there's no point being sure at these things.
that's-
Get that shit.
And
I brought food home.
Yeah.
I was eating after everything, it was like midnight or something. I go home at like midnight, 1 a.m. I was just there eating my food. I was like, the food is still there to be eaten.
You're probably not even gonna eat on the actual day as well. Like,
Essentially, as like,
Maybe you should have banged so much, you're just sitting there looking back, saving his noise.
To see if there's
Let's just start doing that. I saw pop-ups, I'm like, yeah, listen.
come back for later.
Even shout out to the people that are distributing pasta around, you know.
Okay. Can I ask questions? Can I ask question about this? Deji, you're Nigerian, and Timmy the cancer. But what's the story with that? How could I get toothbrush? I feel like she was saying I bad breads, and I got lashes from Pennies, and then I got pasta, and then I seen bleach was being given out, and then buckets.
I got a bag of fusilli, the pasta, like, I got
spaghetti. I got spaghetti.
Yeah.
I don't know where my spaghetti is because I was gonna eat it for the week.
I'm here craving the thing. I'm like, fuck it. Like,
This is the thing, yeah. So
story with
technically, different family members and stuff, they give gifts to people.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, if there's like 200 people at a wedding, I'm not giving you all fucking perfume or something. What?
Yeah.
Fusilli is 49 cents in Aldi.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 49 cents,
More
seriously.
so just to say thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Celebrating.
But like, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, why get
Oh,
bleach?
your Pacific friend, all I gave like bread. I gave bread to everybody.
Oh, no, I didn't get that stuff. That's what I'm trying to get.
Got her wedding.
Oh my god, I'm trying to get. I can get bread. That makes sense.
Like, I'm like, yeah,
That makes
you know,
sense.
That would make sense.
I might make a tagliatelle, I guess. Maybe that. So you don't know that.
If it's something that was like culturally different, you know how the introduction, like say if you're getting the introduction, they'll just come, we feed them. And your family wouldn't give like the groom's family any present. They give like a basket. So my dad was coming home, was like, oh. So we go to their house, they feed us and they bring us baskets. It's like, so if they had come here and we had given them nothing to go home with,
That'd be
they
rude.
would think like we're rude or something. I'm like, yeah.
That's what's gonna happen to me, man.
So well, see, at least now we know that, innit? So if it's your turn and you go, or even a while out Naomi, whatever, you guys are married Nigerians, be like, yo, when they come, yeah, prepare a basket for them. It's all these little things we all got to learn together, innit?
Listen,
I was
man.
like the flop baby for you guys.
Yeah, you're a trial and error.
Trial and error, baby. That's what I did wrong.
Nah, but it was maybe still though.
It was really fun.
That
It was-
wedding was like the Olympic Games. So I'm just like, I'm not seeing
I
this
was
shit for
saying
another
it to
4
Jordan
years.
there
Like,
the other
minimum.
day. The next day, I was like, I don't like weddings,
Yeah.
but I realized that I just didn't like weddings because I was just like my parents' weddings.
Just random
But
people you
people
don't
like
know,
they
like-
really, I was plus one to somebody's wedding, but it was so nice to go to somebody
'Cause it was
you
friends,
know.
wasn't
It was a
it?
friend.
Yeah.
It was just a party. We're celebrating their union, and it was actually fun. I actually like weddings, but I don't like all weddings. I just like my friends' weddings.
And do you think that's what it's down to? Like, if there's friends, because I remember the next day I went to my mom, like, Ma, get me to the next trial wedding. Let's
no.
just get me anywhere. I don't care.
No,
like,
it won't be the
fucking, like-
same, really.
Yeah, but she's like, oh, you know, I'm like, actually, nah. It's probably because my mates
Yeah,
were there.
it's your
So I'm like,
mates,
oh,
yeah.
That's what it is.
gas off,
Like the amount of like love and joy you feel around
Yeah.
you that day, it's like overwhelming because you're like, these are all my people from different, like all your group of friends that come together to celebrate you. I turn one side, I'm seeing Deji. I'm turning one side, I'm seeing Glet. Like these are like friends
Yeah.
from different chapters of my life,
Yeah.
and they're all just there and they're all happy and
That's
Even
interesting.
sometimes we haven't seen
Yeah.
in
Chapters
years.
of your life.
yeah, different chapters of your life. You're seeing them, and they're all coming
You're
together.
coming to this
Yeah.
new
Just
chapter
one
of your
chapter
life.
of your life, and they're all there, and you're kind of like, whoa, all the love, and then even from like the love from your in-laws and the love from your own parents, and they're like, are you happy? And everybody just making sure you're happy, and I'm like, this
I do
is
want to say something though. People
take
that
a
are
mic, take a mic.
You guys just keep that mic.
People that are not invited have shame.
No shame.
We're saying that in the car. Yeah.
Stay in your
Yeah.
house. Stay in.
Yeah.
Like if you're not invited, it's not a birthday party. It's a wedding. You should have a bit of shame.
Do you
Yeah.
remember Bami's wedding?
People that
Bami's
are not
Bami's white
invited.
wedding.
Yeah.
Instantly, it was full so quickly.
I was telling this to a TikTok while like on the way. I'm like outside, like that wedding. There was more people outside than inside. Like I was walking outside like a festival. I'm like, why are all these people
shame
here?
though.
Everybody was
So
full
like
of
when
it.
you're invited, I just couldn't go to somebody's house or
Yeah,
somebody's.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's a
Nah,
wedding. It's not like
it's a
it's a
wedding.
house party.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you just pull up.
I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I used to do that, man. Especially
Really?
college days, bro. There's some weddings.
Yeah.
Pull up,
Oh,
bro.
my 21st birthday, there was bare people that came up to me
Let's
because
not talk about that birthday.
yeah, oh, let's not. But they were like, "Oh, is it your birthday?" I said, "No, you
No,
people,
you're here.
for sure,
Yeah, no, get her.
just go and enjoy yourself.
No,
Don't
that
come
night
to
was
me."
well. That was first night.
Yeah,
That was first
then-
time. I still don't know how I got upstairs that night.
Let's just say that birthday was wild.
I blacked out. To this
and
day, I don't know
bare
how I got
people got
upstairs.
sick, and police was called. And I called the police on my own birthday
And
party.
Simi tried to
because
fight the police as well. That she called.
I didn't try to. No. I called the police because it was getting too wild and people were trying to stab each other. I said,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, someone stole her birthday cake.
someone stole my birthday cake, and then I saw it on Snapchat, and they were enjoying the birthday cake on Snapchat.
I'll be
Yeah.
fuming.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie.
Occasions.
Bro.
Yeah.
That birthday was wild.
See, I actually was invited to that birthday as well. I don't know why I didn't go. I was just.
I don't know. You.
I wasn't there, but yeah.
I was in the corner.
Why didn't you
Yeah,
go? Part
man.
2.
Here, lads.
Part 2 was
You're
loaded.
gonna get picked up.
One more
Hello,
time.
aunties. You're gonna get picked up on the mic.
Sorry.
Part 2 loading as well. So that should be. I don't know if that's gonna be as fun because what I feel is
Excuse me.
this was like more freestyle, like because it's like we're just happening. Where the water one's gonna be like more formatted because it's like we're on like white people time. It's like white venues kind of thing.
As long as it's after party, just put.
Oh, the after party.
That trial wedding was a good freestyle, to be fair.
Yeah. It was good because like by the minute I was in, I stood outside for so long. I woke up this week feeling sick. And everybody else is fine around me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is everybody fine? I'm like, oh yeah, me and my boy Morris literally just stood outside
There was-
drinking for like 3 hours.
There was one uncle wearing a mask. One out of the whole wedding.
Oh, I know who he is.
What? Yeah, wait, about it though.
Nah,
It's
man.
not Let me not say names.
But Glet's here anyways, speaking of wearing masks and Glet's here goes, Glet, during the pandemic, I think, is it over yet? Pandemic's over, Glet.
We just say
Well,
It's a finish.
I don't think we
It's not
decided that
over.
It's
sober.
finished, yeah?
No,
It's not finished.
like,
You're
I
a
think-
nurse in this pandemic, how was that?
it was tough, but it wasn't for. I'm very lucky. I don't work in the general hospitals, which would be the area that a lot of the heaviness of it all was.
Yeah.
I was doing my postgrad during COVID, and I was working in mental health. I was doing my postgrad in mental health nursing. So we didn't get the heaviness of it all until kind of maybe later on, because people's mental health was affected
Yeah.
about being inside lockdown and not
heard
being
that, yeah.
around everybody. But we didn't even get that like by the time I left, it still wasn't as heavy. But you can see the older generation. We got a couple of people coming in with low mood. A lot of older people that lived at home by themselves. Like, see, the family would have came. Like, their sons and daughters would have been in and out of probably daily. Like, you hear a lot of like family members. They share the shift. Like somebody goes Monday, Tuesday, and then another
rotate,
family.
like-
They rotate. the thing.
Yeah.
But they're working, or they have to, stop.
Yeah.
They can't go and visit their family members. So a lot of older people would come in with low mood and anxiety, and you seen a lot of that, and then you seen a lot of like drug associated illnesses because people were at home. What are you doing? Smoking weed for 12 hours your day
Yeah.
because you're not really working, and then that brings out the illness, the psychosis. So we've seen a lot of that. I've seen a lot of young people. A lot of young people.
Do you think young people took it as serious as they should have? Or did you, like, even now, because obviously you were...
I think young people were actually the start. Young people were the most affected because I have a younger sibling. He was so scared. His anxiety, like I would say, he was suffering anxiety at the time. And I'm talking to your sister as well.
She literally, when
They
they,
were
said,
so
don't go outside the
scared.
house, her friends would come, she wouldn't
Yeah.
leave.
They took
Yeah,
us-
everybody took it. Everybody took it. Yeah.
Like we didn't
Leave
take
the
the
house.
aspect. Like they hear things and they just see like, oh, this is gonna kill you. At 17, I think once you live life, you're more like carefree about life, and you're like,
Live
oh,
and
whatever
die,
happens.
Yeah.
But at like from 10 to 17, you're serious about your life. You're like, shit, I'm so young, man. I don't want to die. So I think
I
that
mean, I still
affected
feel
them.
like that still.
Yeah.
I'm 23.
But maybe I'm a shade
live life. I'm like, what? 22 years.
It's just because you just started in 95.
What is 25? It's alright, I've done it all. But like I think they were really affected, and then like they missed out on their childhood. Like
Yeah, exactly,
2 years
yeah.
of your childhood. Like we talk about like people going to festivals. Like I think we were having a conversation about people that were going to festival at 18 now, that they were 16 when the pandemic happened and 18 by the time they can go to festivals, and they're saying, ew, you have to poo in this or you have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, messy festival thing. But
Yeah.
we would have done it like gradually, even 17, you probably would have went to a festival or something.
You know
So
who's fucked up as well? Like first year, people that are first year of college now, I feel so sorry for them.
Yeah.
Like some people are going into their second or their third year.
Never
and
seen their
they've
classmates.
missed the fun times. Now it's serious. Nah.
Yeah.
You're about to graduate without having a college experience, so they'll probably have
And the
to make
first
up
2
for it
years
somewhere.
is about you just
Yeah.
winging it in college, innit? You're kind of like, whatever, if I gotta see it, grant, but I'll
Yeah.
be serious in third year.
Yeah, you're
Just
like,
like stuff now
Yeah.
with the pandemic, it's just like stuff that's came back into play since the pandemic's obviously been uplifted. Do you think that's some stuff so foreign to you? Like I was thinking like instances like where I'm sitting beside someone on a train, but I was thinking, how am I locked down, alright? and now I'm having to stand beside a man again when I piss.
Yeah.
Like what? Like why?
No, man, stay away from me.
Why
Don't
am I
talk to me.
standing at a urinal again, pissing beside a man when I
'cause
couldn't
your
even
brain has
see
to
people?
readjust back to
Yeah, I'm
what
just
the
like,
norm
no,
was.
this
I
is
don't
a
think
bit
that's
weird
disgusting
now.
though.
Yeah.
Like during
Always
the
found that
pandemic, you're
concept
like,
weird,
that's a
like-
bit disgusting that
Yeah.
you're doing this. Like,
Yeah.
what? There was one thing that I was thinking about the other day. I can't remember. I'll think back on it. But there was a whole few things I was just thinking, like, or even like, I was watching a sumo wrestling. Like somebody was doing sumo wrestling. We share that suit. Like you. Like,
Well, it's a
Wait, sorry. Wait, what's the sumo wrestling?
Yeah, you know those sumo wrestling suits that we
yeah,
wear.
in the carnival. How many
yeah.
people wear that?
Yeah.
And we get on it, I would put it
Yeah.
on again. Like that's
Think
disgusting.
about the 5 o'clock train where everybody's standing and holding the same bar.
And then you
People
you
are
lick your mouth and you
holding
pick
the
your
same bar.
nose.
Yeah.
People
Like,
holding
there's
the
so
same
much
bar.
things
There's
that's
so much things that are
disgusting.
just like when you deep it, you're like, nah, that was actually.
And a lot of men don't wash their hands. Just saying,
Wash the hands you use.
Don't even do that.
they don't wash their hands.
Why would you wash
Man,
your hands?
if a guy and a girl went to the toilet, if a guy and a girl,
Just look at a bit in the sink. Get a bit moisture, like.
if a guy and a girl went to the toilet,
Swinging, you know.
guys always come out so quick,
yeah.
and I'm like, it takes me about a half a second to wash
That's
my
because you guys
hands.
pee different.
No.
Ours like a
Listen,
flow
Mark.
stream.
I could probably pee in 5 seconds less.
Yeah, your eyes
Lies.
you're just like
Lies.
splatters everywhere.
No, you pull down your trouser, you Michael Jackson hover over the toilet, you do a quick pull a picture, wipe and do a cover, and you wash your hands. You guys just do.
Nah,
Open
sometimes
your
I'm
trousers
terrible. Now the
and
hand
then
dryer,
dip.
I'm terrible for drying my hands. Like,
Take it out and then
Because wait, why am I?
And it's
Why am
not
I?
drip on your
Why-
you
trousers.
First of all,
understand? We pee in urinals. I'm not taking my whole trouser down.
Yeah, why is it around my? Why am I
She
trying
wants
to
to
run
show
my
my
ankles?
ass cheeks to man. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, what?
Show your ass cheek in 2020.
What the
Nah,
fuck,
man, fuck that, man. Just
No.
But do you actually wash your hands? Like, no. Real question though. Like,
take
do
that
guys
bullet.
actually before pandemic? Did you just wash your hands when you were peeing?
Nah, my thing is I'm bad.
No.
Listen,
See,
I'm
the man,
bad now.
you should have
No.
said yes quick.
When we're peeing,
I don't believe
I'm
you.
bad at drying my hands sometimes.
What do you mean?
Like sometimes I dry it down and a little
Yeah.
like that. Go like that. And I see like, well, it's almost splash that whole fucking face. Like,
I don't like touching guys' hands after
don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I came up with another
so now
ick.
make sure to dry my
Sorry.
hands.
Ick.
Glet has been going on this list of what was yesterday? No strawberry daiquiris.
No strawberry daiquiris, no
Wait,
Cocoa Pops,
what's
and
wrong
long
with a strawberry
fingernails.
daiquiri?
Guys with long fingernails.
What's wrong with the
Ew.
strawberry daiquiri?
Ick.
Ick. Long fingernails.
I bite my nails.
I don't want to see your ass crack.
Back crack.
Why?
Well,
guys pull down
guys
their
taking
trousers in the
pictures.
urinal.
You guys taking too many pictures.
They said a guy having too many selfies is an ick.
Like guys,
No,
Instagram models as a male.
But this is the thing,
I heard
though.
that. Like, why are you trying to look so pretty? Like,
But this is the thing, though. But no,
Yeah, like,
Men can't do anything. Women
you
can
can't be good
No
looking.
way. They tell us that leave this toxic masculinity behind.
But
But then
be toxic.
don't take too many pictures.
Yeah, don't eat Cocoa
Yeah.
Pops.
Don't use a filter.
Don't use a filter.
Ew.
As a man, why are you using
Filtering
this
it.
filter?
Why are you filtering your
As a man, why do you have
face?
selfies?
Because you can't wear makeup. Why are you filtering your face? I don't know.
I hate women. Women. Why is it? Why don't women want us to have fun? Why is it?
Because you don't deserve it. I don't know why you
My question is,
think you deserve to have
my
fun.
question is, why are you all in men's business? Why are you all in men's business?
You know,
Men are always in women's business.
Like what business?
Always.
what
Simi
business?
said men are always in women's business. I don't know what business. I don't know what
Like
business.
men are actually
All the
very
time.
they're very ego. Their ego drives a lot of things that they do.
Yeah.
So do
Like
women.
if a
So do
woman
women.
was too
That's
was
primal,
dressing
though.
nice,
That's
or
primal.
she was out with the girls and there was a fella or a couple of fellas, they get really stressed about it. So you guys be acting like it's not
Who gets
something.
really stressed about it? Wait,
Guys do.
I missed that. So if a girl is dressing nice,
Yeah.
and she's out with her mates,
Yeah.
who's getting stressed?
The guy.
Because
They
we know that
don't
you're
do.
fine.
They don't say I'm stressed.
Yeah.
But there's little things like you're texting me way too much. Before it takes you 5 days to reply. Now you're texting quick. I'm like you were stressed.
But okay, but this is the thing, yeah. This is the thing. If I know that my girl was fine, yeah, and you're going out looking all fine and shit,
But you're not there.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, exactly.
Are you not stressed?
No, because I know that niggas. I know
don't get stressed.
I know that niggas shoot, and I know that I know how far some niggas are willing to go.
Yeah.
So
This is where women move the goalposts, man. Then I tell
Oh
you,
wait, actually,
you're insecure. Break down the
you know what?
patriarchy.
You know,
Like, come on,
you know why? You know why? You know
Talk
why?
to them, David. Talk to them. Talk your talk, my
break down the
guy.
patriarchy. You're too insecure. Like,
Talk your talk.
Men change now.
Well,
Let's take selfies.
Okay,
Take selfie, like,
Let me eat Cocoa Pops.
and this is the thing, yeah. When we see people like Oloni saying, ladies, let's have some fun," And what were you doing when you told your man you're going to sleep? And we see some wild things.
Yeah, sleep, bro.
The first thing I thought about.
I'm actually gonna.
You better love stream this.
Well, I think, but realistically,
Yeah.
it's men have made women like this. Women were shitting
Take
at home.
accountability, Glenn.
We were good wives. Our parents teach us to be good wives. Cook for him. Let him have sex anytime he wants. And you still move him mad. So at this stage, you think we're still going to be doing that? We're saying, I'm not going to learn how to cook. And I'm going to be pretending to sleep while I am out here fucking niggas. Get pipes down. Well,
All I'm asking is.
I don't expect this energy. I know what happened there. So wait, women are moving mad and telling the men they're going to sleep because of men.
Yeah.
Men will put them that way. Why can't you just say we're
Patriarchy
doing
has
it
done a lot
because
of
of
things.
Somebody, please elaborate.
Just say that. That's what you're on.
Yeah, just say that's what you're on.
Energy.
I'm actually.
Wait, actually, no. Stop.
I don't know about you, but I'm playing career mode on the bed.
Who in this room has actually used that I'm going to sleep and they didn't go to sleep and went to go do something else?
Okay, no, I have.
Wait.
But
Pause something
I'm
right now.
surfing the internet.
No, use this.
like,
No,
sleep
I'm
to something else.
When I say sometimes I say I'm going to sleep, but I'm surfing the internet before I fall asleep.
Okay, no.
But
you say
I'm
you're
not-
going to sleep, but you say you're going to sleep, but not even just leave the house. Maybe you got someone else on the call waiting. I'm going to sleep.
So I'm going to sleep.
Hang
Oh,
up.
and then you text someone else. I can't
wish
sleep.
I was
What,
ever like that, but I'm
FaceTime
not.
date?
You've never done that.
Nah, but I really
You don't
didn't
want
see
guys
that
to go
happen
to sleep
often
and you're
until I
another
saw
one.
the Alonso
No,
show.
like I can barely talk to one person, let alone
Okay,
five
wait, hold on.
niggas.
Everybody's talking. We
So I
need
can't.
more
Sorry.
Yeah.
So you,
Okay.
like, I just think for me personally, the type of person I am, I can barely talk to one person because I'm falling asleep at 6 o'clock. So let alone fall asleep and then say, oh, I'm chatting to another guy. Never, I could never. But if other girls are doing it, good on them.
Nah, I could vibe for that because I know
Okay,
Glet. The first thing I thought about when I saw that trend, I sent it to Glet immediately. I said, Glet, they're ruining your game. Because growing up, Glet can sleep.
Yeah.
And I remember once we came to Navan, I came with Glet. We're driving home. Literally, we left Simi's estate. Glet to sleep.
I'm actually sleeping. I'm
Glet just
tired.
sleeps
Life is a
anytime,
long
anywhere.
thing.
So whenever I saw that trend, I was like, they're gonna think Glet's never sleeping. That's the thing. But there's definitely girls, as I was saying, they said,
Have you done it though?
I told one girl I'm going to see, tell another one, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Or even
because
just-
men are trash.
I never done that.
Told you.
All the time.
Nah.
You've never done it?
Oh no, I maybe said.
If they did that
I'm
trend,
not asleep and
if they
then-
did that trend and they said
I'll
men
make the
say
quote
your
maybe,
stories,
like,
it would be
Everybody,
mad.
all the men,
The fact that you are
I
hearing
went there.
women's side is just a
100%
these are shocked. But the thing is, we learn from it.
Wait. Are they trying to vilify us?
Yes.
Always trying to vilify men.
I'm even finding the truth.
Jesus Christ.
Look, that's the thing. Maybe just the small percentage of men that you might have talked to. Not all of us.
Do you know what I realized?
don't
Yeah,
generalize.
I've given men the benefits
Wait.
of the doubts. Even the
No.
the facts.
Use what line?
I maybe said
And you have.
I'm going to sleep and hit the club. Like I'm like, that's all I'm doing. Like that's it. Like
You're going to think you hit the club. No. I've definitely told one babes I'm going to sleep and I'm talking to another babes. I've done it.
Nah.
It's a game. Charge it to the game. You're
never be
boring.
this
The
serious.
Yeah,
conversation
I'm
was
not gonna
dead.
lie. I've done it, but I was with another girl when I told you.
I sleep.
Honestly, me too.
Yeah, but nigga, it's called lying.
Men lie for no reason.
Because it's a Tuesday, they decide I'm going to lie.
Okay, but this is the thing, right? This is the
Unnecessary.
thing, though.
actually onto something.
This is the thing, though. Sometimes
It's just like fuck off, man.
no, okay, wait. This is the thing, right? If like sometimes, yeah, I might lie about some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, women will lie about a whole ass baby. They will lie. You guys will lie about
But you
something.
know your whole
gargantuan.
about a whole life wife in Nigeria. You used to have a wife and kids and three grandkids and still be like, I am single, babe. I love you. Oh, wifey, our wife.
So wait.
Wait, risking the wife.
This podcast turning into back chat. Relax. This back chat London right now. Come on, relax.
You know what one of my friends told me at the wedding? I was getting married. He was like, Jordan, if you do this thing, you can't do it on the slide, can you? I was like, this guy is so stupid. I was this guy. I was like, how are you asking me this? He says, so after this, everybody knows you're off the bracket. I'm like, that's the.
See? Even your boys are not holding you accountable.
No. You have to be accountable because I was
There's
like,
no way you're
I was like,
being
bro,
case.
if I run away now, will you drive me away? He says, no, I'll drive you to your wife's house. You think I'll be accountable for this? If you want to run, we'll just
So
drive you to your wife's
I was
house.
one that ruined the wedding.
There's no way of beating case. Let me tell you that much.
Nah, but yeah, nah.
But do you think as a man, like, one thing we always have a chat is, do you hold men accountable? Your boy is accountable. Like, if your boy is cheating or is doing something mad, and you know the girl, you're I know he's your boy. well, you're friendly with the girl,
You guys
or
are-
you've
that's
met the
first-
girl.
Sorry,
You just hold them accountable and I'm like, yo, dude, like you have.
Yeah.
But why is that?
I mind my business.
But why?
Especially
If I don't like the girl either, I'm like, no, don't let her have the upper. Don't let her use that excuse. Then, like, come on, like, come on. Be the first guy.
If I don't like her, cheap, man.
Yeah,
Smoke for cheap, man.
I think girls hold each other.
No, I'm saying especially no.
She
no,
told you to sleep, bro. She's with another man right now.
Why you shaking hands? Hey, your husband. Why you pounding him?
No, because it's funny.
It's funny.
He said if I don't like her, smoke for cheap. It's calm. It's calm.
but don't let her win
But
either.
like,
Like, come on.
but like,
man.
if you don't like her and say there's a reason why you don't like her, just tell him to break up with her. Or, like, there's a reason to not tell him to break up with her, but like,
But we were having this conversation yesterday, Glenn. I think it was just about like being in a club and seeing someone talk to a girl comfortably. Growing up, I would hold people. I'm more inclined to hold my friends or people I know accountable now.
Yeah.
But I would say growing up, definitely not. Like
Yeah.
I would be lying if I said I was here. Like I would say, oh, I saw. You know the friends I had. I'll know like, oh, this guy's moving mad on this girl, or he's doing this, or he's at a club, or he's doing this, or the way he's talking to a girl. I probably wouldn't have held him accountable. But now in the learning and the seeing what's happened, what transpired on the timeline like 2 years ago with like all these allegations of sexual assault and I'm like, yes, I guess as men, we let each other remember fuck shit and they keep doing the fuck shit because there's no one to like kind of check them. So there's no reason to stop until they're being dragged on the timeline. And
Yeah.
by that stage, it's too late.
See, wait,
do you know what I mean?
This is
so,
the thing.
I do hold them accountable. Even now, even if my friend is in like a serious relationship, he lives with his babes or whatever. If I were out and he was moving mad, I'm like, bro, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you really at this stage now, I'm like, you
Yeah.
don't want to do
This
that.
is the thing.
But after I say that, if he continues to go through with it, the talingate.
My whole thing is no. You're gonna
What's
push.
called? They're gonna do what they want anyways.
Yeah.
All of this whole somebody that's already on he's already on route cheating. If I
Yeah.
tell him, bro, don't cheat, do you think it's gonna stop it?
I gave my Glet, no.
But
You see,
sorry.
man. Yeah, I gave my boy a voice for 2 hours. He goes, yeah, thanks, bro. I'm not gonna listen to half of that anyway. I'm like,
Bro,
I'm a
no,
dickhead.
it's the
Then.
only
I'm a
guys.
dickhead. Like, I'm a dickhead.
When someone tells you not to go back.
My whole thing about cheating is I didn't understand it like Jordan said when I was 18. So I used to just see people cheat and I'm like, right, this is part and parcel of the relationship. It hits this like honeymoon effect. No,
Let's speak his fruit. Let's speak his fruit. Don't be serious. What are you talking about, Chris? What are you
No,
laughing?
but listen,
What are you laughing for?
but listen, no, when I was 18, I just thought that was part and parcel of the relationship because I wasn't in a relationship. And then once you're in a relationship, like you just like you develop a level of care for someone. So like everybody can relate to that in this room. At some stage, you develop a level of care. So I don't get how you have this care, and like in that moment, like you kind of just negate that a little bit to fuck a little bit. I'm like,
It's none of my business, bro.
So
it's not my business, but I'm just like,
have you ever checked someone for cheating?
What's your thought
Any of your
process?
boy? No, because black men don't cheat. I hear you.
On a serious note though, like on a serious note, right? If one of my boys gets with a girl, yeah, I know her through him. It's not. Don't do anything.
What if it's
Bro.
somebody you're familiar with, the girl you're familiar
How
with?
familiar? I'm familiar with a lot of people. It doesn't mean I know you.
I understand. I'm not saying that you have to.
Get a mic,
No,
love.
I'm not saying that you
You
have
guys
to
just
be.
keep that mic.
I am not saying that you should be able to tell your boys. It's up to them now if they don't want to do it. But as a friend, if you're seeing your boy cheat, should you not be able to?
Let me tell you something, yeah.
Oh, you want?
complicit.
I'm here to tell you
No, I'm
right
saying
now.
you're complicit if you're just watching that happen. like.
I'm here to tell you this right now.
Yeah.
If somebody has their mind to cheating like that they're already flirting and doing everything, yeah. Like if I have the chance to pull you up on it and tell you that you shouldn't be doing this, he's already committed. He knows what he's doing. There's nothing that I'm going to tell him that's going to change his mind.
You think that though, but you could.
No,
If you
no,
said-
there's that different one. You know those ones that they didn't go out with the intention to cheat, and one thing happened, another thing happened, and boom, now we're cheating. Yeah, there's them cheaters, and then there's the guys
And now
that
we're
it's like,
cheating. Can you imagine?
And it depends on the man though, because like I can identify if one of my mates is just having a bad patch with his girl. I'm like, realistically, you're acting out of character.
What if they're not having a bad
because this is
patch
your
and they're
girl.
just
And that's what I'm
cheating?
saying. Some guys are just
They just
they
want
will
to
always
cheat.
go their whole life needing that validation
Them
of
serial
girls.
cheaters, bro.
So they'll have one girl and then they'll be like, oh right, but this is kind of like, you know, stale a little bit. Now I need validation off another girl. They're the guys I'm not
But
going to
women
change
need that
because
as well.
they're
Say
always
that.
going to want another girl to give themselves validation
True.
every night, even if they have a
Well,
girl
women
at
need-
home.
What you say?
Women need validation as well. We reach a patch, like remember that Aisha Curry thing about her needing validation about being. But we do, and sometimes, but we don't. We try.
It's the way she said it though. She's like, oh, I might look elsewhere if I
No,
don't
I
get it.
understood her. I was not
Like,
mad at her. completely understood.
You still want the
I was in a-
attention.
That sounded like a
I was
threat
in
to me a
I'm in
little bit.
I was in
No,
a-
because as women, we still want attention. Guys will come into my DMs and shoot their shot, and I'd be like, "Did you not see? Like, I just got engaged."
So, did it make you smile though?
Yeah, did you not see? But I'm
Did it
like,
make you
okay,
smile?
cool. Like, it's nice. It is a nice feeling.
Once you're in a
Made you smile
relationship,
too.
Did it make you
People
smile
forget.
though?
What?
Did it make you
and
smile
there's the
though?
thing as well. When people get in a
Wait, was he
relationship,
paying?
right?
It doesn't matter if they're paying or not paying.
Once people get in a relationship, they forget
Yeah,
that.
like
They forget that you have to date. You still like this is somebody you still have to wow one of these days.
Oh, I thought you said you still have to date. I'm like, what?
No,
I'm
date
like,
them. You have to
oh.
date your partner.
You have to do date nights.
Yeah.
And
You have
Oh
to
yeah,
make
no, I mean, yeah, no, I
Like,
get
you
you, I
get
get you.
on and you share things and whatever.
feel like
but
that's
just
where
a
men
moment
stop.
I have to feel like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm getting up and I have to try and get ready because such and such is gonna see me today. I want to look good for him. Like that nervousness, it's good. It's healthy.
It should still be
I
there.
wish Chris was here. Chris would have called all this bullshit.
No,
He's like, oh, he doesn't give me butterflies anymore. Chris
When do we
would
have
have called
people-
this
They still give you
bullshit.
butterflies, but you need to be like
you still want to be excited.
self-conscious. Like I'm coming in here with my sweats. I don't want to go on a date. Like oh yeah,
This is like we said.
I need
when
to
the
be
girl
like trying
tells,
to wear.
she tells her guy she sucked off Jeff from work because he said she looked nice. Or something.
Yeah, because you haven't given her compliments in ages. You don't make
It's just a little bit of like,
But I hate guys that don't compliment girls because like, how am I looking nice and I know I'm looking nice?
No.
And you
I don't know. So,
Yeah, the way that we have the ego-driven thing as men,
Yeah.
that's their version of what it is. You know how sometimes like
you guys need to get your dick sucked.
Yeah.
We just need somebody
no,
to say that
let's
we look
break the
nice
patriarchy
and we
again.
look beautiful and we're better looking than any other
Talking to the
If
boy.
we don't get
Talking
the
to the boy.
attention,
Talking to the boy.
we are not pushed as much as guys to cheat.
We get so much more attention than you
That's
guys.
why the
There's
Alani-
enough
But that's why, because you guys are used to declining dick. Chris Rock has a joke about this. Women are conditioned from the age of like 13. Niggas be shooting their shots every day.
Younger than that.
Every day, niggas be shooting their shot, they just decline. So they're conditioned. Whereas men, you're chasing. One day, you're minding your business, and this goes like, let me suck your dick. This is, you don't experience
So
this in
you
your
have
life.
to say
man.
yes.
Do you have a girl at home that will suck your dick?
This is
Why do you need
No, okay.
someone else?
Listen, stop
somebody
talking.
else.
Everybody stop talking. This isn't to say it's right, but this is just to say that's how the world works.
No, you want to know what? Men are just weak. Men are weak.
Okay, wait, hold on. No.
That's it.
This is what.
I don't
This
know
is
what
what.
you're talking about.
Wait,
Listen,
this is
no,
what
no,
we're
listen.
Men are
Let me not. If men didn't have egos and we're horny, where would the world be now?
Very peaceful, no war.
No, I mean from
No,
a primal perspective, when men were hunter gatherers and shit,
Yeah.
we need an ego to
need
reproduce.
it
We need to
anymore,
be
though.
horny. Like
But we don't need it anymore.
Okay.
No,
This
it's
is
not a
the-
bad thing to be horny, but it's
It's not every time you
It's
get an
commitment.
attention
These
you
guys
have
don't-
to
yeah,
you have to
yeah.
accept the
Okay,
attention.
wait.
From our ancestors,
No,
they were horny.
This is the thing. No, this is the thing.
David said it in the DNA.
You can be horny
This is
with
the
that
thing,
one
right?
person.
This is the thing, yeah. You can't speak from a point of view of never having of like literally imagine there's some men out here, yeah, that don't really get attention like that. Right? And the thing is sometimes when you get a girl, we're like, okay, let's put it for the guy that has been chasing one girl for ages, you know? Everyone knows that one relationship, they've been friends forever, he's chasing, she's like, and then he finally gets her, yeah? And then he cheats on her. Right? This is the thing, yeah. So
I give you a chance. And
This
you-
guy-
Imagine
small
it's-
5'5"
Can we
guy.
let Deji land?
wait,
Can we let my guy
so
land?
this is the thing, yeah, right? So you get a girl, you know, now she makes other girls want you, and then now all of a sudden, guy that's never gotten attention from any girl, but he's one girl, and it's a baddie as well.
This is
comes
what-
up and it's like, also, you know that, you know,
Yeah,
that's
because
what I'm telling
she's
you.
at home.
Simi, they're the guys you
Shawty
can't
likes you.
change.
Shawty
They're
likes
the
you
guys you
because
cannot
you're
change.
taken.
What I'm
But
saying
this-
is
no.
That's the
that
only
accept-
reason.
Yeah,
Be God.
but-
If
no,
you
but
were
this is the
single,
thing.
she'll still see you as that guy before.
But this is the thing. You're speaking from a point of view where you've had this for so long. Like you've got niggas moving to you on a regular. Like it's like I'm leaving.
Listen,
My hair isn't done. I have no makeup.
I hate when they move to me when I'm dead, when I look dead.
Okay,
I
but
hate it.
the thing
Oh,
is,
see? You get moved to when you're dusty. You look You're making this point.
okay, now
You're making this
point. For you be out, girl come, oh what's up, blah blah. He'll leave you, next girl come. This is how a girl moves to you as a guy, yeah.
I disagree.
No, there's some girls. There's some girls that do move. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And also, some man can't see the play in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, girls moving to you is just making them putting themselves in front of you so you can talk to them.
Why can't guys see the play? We're not used to it.
So if you get something that you're
we're
not
meant
used
to be doing that.
Yeah, but the thing is, for some people,
Miss Mandumba.
if
We're the prize.
something,
I'm not moving to no man.
for some people, yeah, when something that you've never.
I've moved to a couple guys.
I moved to a man once when I was 13 and he said no. And then I said I would never.
No, that's probably
Bad girl.
Wait, and I said I would never move to another man again. And he came back a few years later and I said, what the fuck are you looking
that's
for?
perfect.
Do you know
That's
what?
perfect.
No.
Why is it when, like, if I move to a guy now, he's gonna text me back. That's 100%. But why do you guys entertain it for a bit and then just start deading the girl after? Why not just air like we?
Because
air
do you know what it is? Because we're used to shooting our shots and not getting replies, so we appreciate the effort, didn't it?
Yeah, but why
It's not going
Why entertain and
Okay, wait, but this is the thing, right? The equivalent of us for girls moving to us is you guys getting rejected when you're moving to a guy.
It happens
You
so
guys,
rarely.
you guys are like you said, you moved to one person once when you were 13 and you decided I'm never doing it again.
And I condition you not to ever do it again.
It's not for women.
Okay, and now one girl has
Well,
moved to
see, you could have went to the next guy in the yard and he might have, like, you know.
No,
Yeah, well, I
wait,
wouldn't try that. I was
forget that for a second.
I was getting rejected
for
twice.
for us, a girl is throwing something at us, and we like, I don't know if this is gonna happen again.
And also sometimes,
Also,
it's literally about.
Devil's advocate.
It's literally something. Look at you saving yourself. This guy, the devil's advocate. He says, "If you're listening, I'm sorry." Anyways, but sometimes it's about just like accessibility in a way that we can all tell ourselves that, like, oh, I don't really like being promiscuous. I like sleeping with one girl, whatever. Yeah? A lot of guys, or some people even with money, they're like, I don't really like the flashy things. I like the simpler things. Then you see 400k in your account, like, oh, I didn't know that. It's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't have access to it before. Some guys could have been like, I just like my one girl, blah, 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 blah. Then their status elevates, for example. They get more money, their podcast blows up, or they get richer. Now they have access to all these girls. Then they realize it's not that I liked one woman, it's just I didn't have the access to it.
It's not that I didn't want to see, it's just I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
these women are only coming to you for lifestyle. It's
I had a
not
friend,
genuine. It's like the
You know what
majority
they
of
say, it's
relationships
really
that
the
are just
lifestyle.
based on
Actually, I don't give a fuck.
Can I counter argue your thing?
Okay.
So you didn't have the access, and now you have the access.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why don't you just leave the other girl and do your thing?
That's the thing that pisses me off the most.
You
is
can
like,
do your thing. Yeah, you got access now.
You can leave and be free. But you want to have your cake and eat it too.
And then you do your thing.
Once again, devil's advocate.
You want your cake and eat it.
This guy, the caveats are killing me.
Once again, devil's advocate.
Babe, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
But this is the thing, yeah.
Damage strong,
This is the thing, yeah. This is the thing, yeah.
Talk to me, talk to me.
If someone is throwing it at me now, I don't have time to break up with you. I'm gonna do it now.
You're done.
No, hold on.
No, but on a serious note, if I didn't go out looking to see, and someone's throwing it at me, I don't have time to be like, hey babe, yeah, it's over.
Okay, I just have a question. I have a question. If the girl is throwing it at you, are you interested in something more, or is it just for that second?
She said she was gonna give me the guac 3,000. I don't want her. I want the guac.
And she gasped
me.
you the guac
And she gasped me
at
too.
home.
This is the thing, yeah. You can make chips at home, but you still want those McDonald's chips, wouldn't you?
You have bags at home.
Yeah.
You go and buy new bags. You have shoes at home. You go and buy new shoes. It's not that you don't have shoes at home.
Yeah.
It's human nature.
You have a baby at home. You can't get a new baby.
You're right. It is human nature.
It's human nature.
You have it already.
Listen,
Okay,
human nature.
what Dave said, yeah, I always say this in life, yeah, like we're allowed to experience new things in all facets of life. New cars, new clothes, new job, new jewelry. You can everything after a while, even a while I'll be like, haven't got a wig in ages, I'm gonna get myself a new wig. But in one facet of our life, they're like, we're like, in this aspect of life, this is where in life we're not allowed to experience anything new. I know we created as human beings, we just made that rule, monogamy or whatever, but it's also in humans to want to experience new things.
No, but you are. When you're
That's a
single.
choice.
Okay,
That's
but
what I'm saying. It's a
this-
choice.
Wait, hold on, but this is the thing.
When
as
you're
well.
single, you
No,
have the
okay,
choice
but this
to
is the
be
thing.
single.
This is the thing that you guys don't understand as well. There's pressure on the other side. We
From
do
who?
for us.
From who?
Hold on, wait, hold on.
No, I'm saying from who?
Society.
Gaslight.
Hold on, wait.
How?
No, listen, you're saying how, but
Yeah,
you've never been there when everyone is looking at you like you're wet because you're staying loyal to your girl. No, like
Guys like that.
No, hold on.
Devil's advocate, try.
On a serious note, all banter aside.
No banter.
All banter aside. Guys are honestly looked at weird. Like guys are honestly looked at weird. Not for being loyal necessarily. When you're younger, that's a lot when you're younger kind of situation. But even for not having quote unquote enough sexual partners, like that's one thing that's actually serious for us. Like actually really real.
But are they fucking you though?
Let me pause this.
It's not about them fucking you, but it's not about them fucking you. But imagine,
do you know what that is? Men are weak. Overtakes them. If your ego did not overtake you,
Pause. Conditioning. It's conditioning. I have a friend called. Like you guys, obviously you guys know Alda. I was driving to Alda once at Tala, and he told me, like, it says, oh, his uncles told him if a girl is throwing after a girl wants to fuck and you don't fuck, regardless of the girl, she's gonna think of you as a lesser of a man. He was like 7. Being told, like, if a girl is on it, you have to be on it, or she's gonna think of you lesser as a man. And I said it to him, I'm like, but the girl at home is gonna think you're more of a man. But he couldn't understand that. Because what he was told is, as a guy, when it's presented, when that chance is there, top fam.
Can I answer that question?
Wait, hold on. Also,
it was coming.
Bro.
And where was it coming from? A man or a woman? Was that a woman telling him? It was the perception of what women think. But they haven't asked the woman. A woman has not told him.
No. Let me flip the script a little bit.
They didn't say that. They think because their ego. It's also all about you guys. You men like to please other men.
Yeah.
Have you ever had experience where like you're chatting to a girl, you're just being and they're like, oh, you trying to fuck, and they're like, no. Do you ever see how perplexed women are?
Yeah, when you're not on it.
You're not trying to fuck with them, like.
And there was a guy there, and someone's trying to move to him. He's like, no, I actually have a girl. And then he brought the girl over and he's like, this is my girl. Like, thank you. Why can't we have
He's not gonna cheat.
Women have ego too. And girls get, well, you have me here for 15 minutes, like, chatting. I'm like, bro, I'm nice.
Even the girl that I'm like, nah, he must be gay.
I've seen men that meet the girls hand in hand. The minute the girl walks home and then, yeah, I'm single.
To be honest, yeah. If you have a girl, why are you chatting to another girl?
Exactly.
If she's a contradicting. Remember that Van Dyke picture when you stiff hand her? Remember I was telling you your girl wants to stiff hand every girl.
Girls always be like, I have a girl.
Can you hold on 1 second? Isn't that the same you that said men don't want to be your friend after a certain age?
Yeah, they're not talking to you.
So why do men want to talk to girls and say, oh, but I have a girl?
If your friends
I'm chatting to my mouth for 15 minutes.
No, don't talk to us, please.
Unless your girlfriend is there with you talking to me.
Yeah, don't talk.
No, okay, but this is.
I'm not looking for new friends.
Exactly. I have enough friends. Exactly.
No new
To the left, to the left.
Don't talk to us.
This is the thing. I feel like there's things that we have to go through that you guys just don't understand and the same way.
No, I get it. I would never want to be
not even
Not
even on the cheating level. Like there's just certain things that we go through that you guys just won't understand. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
but why don't you just talk about it more so we can understand you better?
But why do men enjoy cheating? Why do men enjoy cheating?
Who says that men enjoy cheating?
Because
because it's your Wednesday. If you
why do women enjoy cheating?
Women don't do it as much as men.
That's not true. You just don't get caught.
I said this. We're cursed by our ancestors.
No, I hate this. Women don't get caught.
No, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the Alani thread, I couldn't sleep at night.
Do you not feel the guilt after you do it?
Because women put that much thought.
Like, do you feel
I don't know. I don't know.
I couldn't sleep at night.
Actually, saw Alani's thread.
Like, yeah, I couldn't sleep at night, bro.
Because your girl says good night.
I can't believe women put this much thought into cheating, man. Like,
no, because women are smart.
Yeah,
women
that's
don't get
scary.
caught.
That's what's scary.
It's just men on the other hand.
That's what's scary.
No, you know what it is. It's actually
the only reason men don't get caught is because of the girl they're cheating with.
No, I think the
women is smart.
No,
she's out here not saying.
Yeah, it depends how messy the girl is. That's
if the girl's messy, you're getting caught.
No, that and also men just don't give a fuck. Like, first of all,
men will never come to you as a man.
Not even
men that she already didn't give a fuck about.
As a guy, we're not doing CSI to be like, oh, that name popped up on your phone. Who's that? Let me go through your followers and find out who it is. Women will do that.
Yeah,
I don't have time for that.
But you love me then.
Is that love or is it toxic?
Love to go to your phone.
No, because that's such tricky territory. Because if we try,
you'd be like, who's Jeremy? I never heard of Jeremy.
If we try really infiltrate your phone like that, we look crazy.
Also, you just don't want to see. You know, like you might see something, she'd be like, "Yeah, his dick's small, but he fucks me nice."
You know what?
Wait, do men not want to know if a woman is cheating?
It's not that.
Do you not want to know?
No, it's not that you don't want to know.
Women want to know.
No, it's not that we don't want to know. Yeah, it's not that we don't want to know. If a woman says, "Oh, I'm going out with my girls," all right, cool, bye. That's it. Conversation over. Girl on the other hand,
Say devil's advocate.
I'm just devil's advocate.
but women on the other hand, I'm going out. Who you going with? I'm going with the boys. Where? When?
Yeah.
When are you going to be back?
Because you guys lie all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You guys can catch us out. But if you say that you're going out, all right, bye.
It's true.
You come home when you
One
come
time
home.
we're actually going
I'm like, who you
out.
going with? She's like, Laura, I told you this.
Yeah.
Oh, the white one.
Bro,
Yeah.
you don't even know
What if
even
I
them
say
ones.
Jeremiah? You'd be like,
Who's that?
Oh no! If you say Laura, I'm still doing a profile on her. I'm still like, oh yeah, like does she kind of like
I just think you're right for
Yeah.
checking a little bit? I'm checking
maybe
the
I should be more
character a
like
little
this.
bit.
later.
And I'm a bit like,
I kind of want you to
have
be
time to
jealous.
cheat.
I kinda
and you
want
see
to
that
be
meme
jealous.
then when the stories just cut out
Yeah,
for like
yeah,
11.
yeah.
Like,
Do you know
Yeah.
how?
Trust me, Karen.
Do you know how? And like the
I
time.
want you to be
no,
sleeping
but
at night
sorry,
at peace.
anytime.
That
Cheating
Glet
takes
said
a lot
when
of
she's going
time.
out, Glet said when she's going out, she doesn't want her man to sleep that night in peace.
I don't want him to be peaceful.
See, wait.
Thinking that I'm not out here.
Once
No.
again, is
Because
that
it's me. Because if you don't think I'm out here, then you don't think you
Yeah,
don't make
okay?
me
Wait.
out.
No,
Stop.
The person that has been talking about men's egos the whole day has just shown your own ego. That's pure ego.
Oh, I never said we don't have ego.
She was like,
I have ego.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Now you
When I
can't
saw
rest
Aisha
like come
Curry,
home until you
it's
see me
life.
come in that door and you can't sleep.
Why?
No.
She said,
I want
she
you to
said,
be watching my stories, my
Yeah,
friends'
but you're
stories.
gonna
because listen, I'm not gonna lie.
And you see
If
me,
I'm
it's
if I'm
okay.
sitting there and MSL at 10 and the story's cut off at 10, I'm like, oh shit, something happened. Like, I'm literally like, oh shit. No, 9 times out of 10, if the story's cut at 10, something's happened.
Be like,
Something has happened. Let me
No
tell
way.
you, that is
I am watching YouTube videos.
something has happened.
You know what as well? The thing is,
I need to be more mad.
If the
thing is-
story's
the thing is-
cut. It's not
be
that she's
mad.
cheating, it's just something has happened. So, guarantee if the
She's
story's
having way
cut
too much fun without you.
No, she's
okay.
No, she's literally like,
fine.
no, she's literally like, oh, I got too drunk, and you know, or she's literally like, oh, some guy's trying to move to me, so
My
I'm just
phone
like,
died.
yeah, nah, not even spinning like
fell
that.
asleep.
No, I'm saying something has happened, something or another has happened, like devil's advocate.
But sometimes your phone do be dying. You know?
Yeah.
But this is the thing, yeah. In this life, I can't come and stress myself.
Yeah.
No, I think men they don't catch women cheating because men are so like laid back.
Yeah.
They're so laid back behind it. But women, on the other hand, we're looking at everything. We're saying, where did you go again? What time
Is that
is
not
it?
tiring?
No.
My friend went on a solo. He went on a vacation, but he wouldn't post the babes, innit? So it was like a solo trip, whatever. He said what happened is someone wanted to know who he went with, so they went through all his female, like all the girl followers, went through all the girl followers that he has, all their stories to match up his locations.
I found out one of your boys is dating this girl because see the hand it was different.
See,
like
this.
Yeah.
Like
On the same
'cause I
table.
wasn't even looking. But I was like, this guy's having too much fun at the beach on himself. He could be on the beach.
Yeah,
by
it's not the
himself.
same boy we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is
And
why.
then I was like, this other girl is having so much fun on the beach by herself. I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, I figure out
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
I like have time. Like me and my friends could like
I could find
find
it.
anything. Like you
That's the thing
just
with
tell
women.
me the
Just
one
find.
person. I just need
Find
one
it.
person. I find out everything.
Yeah, this
I find
is
out
why
everything.
this is why in life I just don't snap. Because you can't link up my
that's-
story if I don't have a story.
That's very
the story.
suspicious.
Devil's advocate. No, but
Insta stories too.
this is the thing. But for me, I don't be snapping anyways.
That's very suspicious,
yeah.
man.
It's suspicious
If
because
a
I don't
guy's
like
not
this.
active on social media as well.
But if we're too active, it's an ick. What do you want?
Yeah, no. Some people say they don't want their man on social media.
Let's keep it guessing.
I don't mind if you're.
I don't mind
Nice,
you.
nice,
I just don't want you to be
girls.
bait.
Yeah, that's it.
Remember me and Glenn used to be
Private,
bait in 2016.
You know, like
We're done
Yeah,
now.
don't-
So nah, man.
I don't want to bait nigga.
Nah, because I know.
I don't want it where girls are on the timeline. You're so funny. It's
Or
not
are
funny.
you
It's not.
Deji's friend? Ew.
I got to a bait and got to a part where people would be like, I use Jamin or like my Twitter at.
Yeah.
I'll go to event, people come in with my Twitter at. I was like, I need to change my life.
Those days are wild.
I need to change
I
my
hate
life.
that social media shit, man, though, man.
They're like, oh, you must be. It happened to me like recently at your friend's kid's first birthday. She's like, oh, you're Sir Jordan. I'm like,
I was
we're still
there.
doing
That was
this.
hilarious.
You were still doing this in 2021? I don't know her. Like, we're still doing this in 2021.
But look,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Men are trash. Women are trash. We're all trash.
You know, we are all trash.
Fine, you're trash.
I'm not gonna.
I can't believe we had this conversation.
I'm not gonna disagree.
In 2021.
In 2021.
Bro,
Men are
why?
trash. Women are trash.
Yeah, you started a business as well in the pandemic. Talk to us about that. How's it being there? Glet said she went to the wedding. Yeah, she saw the decor, and she's like, I'm not gonna lie, I could have done a better job. I was like, do you just
my auntie?
I was like, do you just have like, do you know when you do a podcast and listen to a podcast? Yeah, you're like,
Why didn't you promote yourself? Why didn't you say you could do it? Why didn't you do it?
Oh no, I think like
for that big event.
I did speak to him.
No, she's not.
Also, do you find you struggle to detach yourself from stuff then? Like he said, like I now that I do podcasts, I'm looking at everything now. I'm like, oh, what the camera they using? You're there like, oh yeah.
Even when we started, like I know there's a few people that are doing the business I'm doing. I do decoration, event decor, and there's a point in like there was like at starting it off. First of all, starting during the pandemic, it wasn't something I was kind of had been thinking about for a long time, but my friend Aisha, who's my business partner,
the one that's on crud with you, the one that met at that time.
Yeah, she's coming on. She wants to come on the pod as well. She's gonna be. Chris has to come on.
Your guest is great.
Chris has to
but she was doing her partner's, her actually fiance, birthday party, and I was helping her out on it, and we kind of we worked well together. We do work well together. I think I'm very much like, if I know the assignments, I get it done. I'm not out here trying to be messy. I'm very good. I understand the assignment. If it's this is what we do. So we worked well together, and then she came to me and she's like, oh, I've been thinking like we should do this, and I was like, yeah, something I enjoyed doing. So we kind of just started it, and it's hard. Like it's, first of all, at the start of it, I was like, I was apprehensive in the sense that I knew people that were doing it as well, and you're kind of thinking, I don't want to be step on toes, and you don't want to be like, market too. Like you were starting a podcast, you probably knew people that were doing podcasts. You don't want to be like, oh, I don't feel like I'm copying them or thing. And she was just like to me, like she had that feeling as well before she came to me. She's like, but like how many? It needs to be saturated. Like no, there's only one hairdresser. There's only not one Tesco. There's not only one Bill Gates.
Well, everyone has their own.
Everybody has their own thing. So I kind of had to take a step back and be like, actually that's true. And then you go through a period where you're kind of like looking at the market, like what is this thing, and you get overwhelmed because you're like, fucking hell, like these people are great
and
at what they do.
And it's tricky in Ireland because like you could take something like, oh, they just nabbed that off thing, because like everything is so infant in Ireland, where like even with us, like we'll get something that's like, oh, they took that from me. No, actually I took that from the 8 podcasts in England, the 15 podcasts in America, but because it's so infant here, you think I took it off the one other podcast.
And because Ireland, like you said, Ireland is so small, like the people, like you niche, that's the thing. You kind of look at your competitor, because you have to do that. You have to look at your competitors at the time, and you're looking at their job and you're like, wow, that's so good. But then you had to, at some point I got really, like I was like really kind of unsure about going forward with it, because I was like, God, they're so good at what they do. Like we come up, what do we have? Like what can we do? But like I looked at it and we kind of had to have a chat and just look at it like, well, they've been doing this for a couple of years, like a year or two. They have 365 days ahead of us. Do you get me? So of course they're so at this level, and we're just starting day 1 today or day 2. So we kind of there's a lot of things that I think mentally you have to prepare yourself for starting off a business, because you have to kind of reassure yourself, I'm capable, and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs that you have to prepare yourself for. And then getting it going was good, but like for me personally, I've never been a business person. I like doing things because I'm passionate about it. I can't do something because I know the calculation of things. Yeah, that's great and stuff. Thankfully, my business partner is good at that, and she kind of.
It's nice to have the balance of someone that loves it for the sport.
Yeah, but I also don't want to be like the most creative, because like she needs support in that aspect as well. You know, you want to be balancing things as well. That's her skill. She's very much like write a diary, like writing paper, like she's very like what you call the word,
kind of
organized. I'm very much in my head organized. But I'm organized in my head, but like I don't have paper to show like I'm thinking about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm organized in my head, but to show it, which is great balance between us. But we need to learn. I have to build that organization of writing on paper, lists and stuff and whatever, because that helps her, and her trying to do that stuff as well.
So, but one thing I was saying is like, obviously you guys are friends. Has there been like any conflict or anything challenging about working with friends, because you're mixing business and friendship?
That was something I was worried about, because I'm not really a very I don't like to conflict. I think life already is stressful, and especially my personal life, I don't want to bring anything else extra, like bring anything extra in my life that's going to cause me stress. So yeah, it was something I was worried about, but luckily I think because of my personality and her personality, I think we get on so well. We know each other, like we have conflicts, but I think we just learn to kind of get over it. Do you get me? We have different personality. The thing is, we're very two different people, but I think we manage, because if we were both the same personality, it wouldn't work. But because we are two different peoples and we process things differently, I understand how she processes things. We talk about how we process things. We can understand kind of in the middle way, because we would talk about our own personal lives together as friends. I'm like, oh, I do this in this situation, and she does this in this situation. And I tell her why I do that thing in that situation. She tells me why she does that situation. So we kind of come to a middle ground, and we understand, like in a little way, we understand why our brain are processing things this way.
I think people don't highlight why that's the pro as well to like friendships and business too, because you know how to like overcome something much quicker.
Yeah. Whereas
if I just have someone that I'm in a whatever business endeavor with and a stranger, there's that tension there if we already have a conflict. Like.
Exactly. And I think as well, like with life as well, like I think because she's my friend, and like things that come up in life, I know she'd be more understanding in that aspect. If I have to step back for a little bit, or I have to, I can't be prominent in this situation. I know, because she's my friend first and foremost, that she'll be able to understand that, and I do the same for her as well, and I can carry this or not carry that.
So I had a business with my friend, right?
Yeah.
My boy, known him for ages.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill him. We literally had a conversation after we ended the whole business and everything. Like there was a couple times you say, I actually just wanted to punch him, right? Because it's two of us, right? If both of you want to go one way or the other way, which way does it go?
I definitely think she wants to kill me, because my communication skills are terrible. She's a great communicator, and she'll update you on whatever. And I think that's something. And it did come up. She was like, "You have to communicate to me what's happening," and I think it's something that. It's something that we're still, because we're only still on the beginning stage, early stages of things that we'll have to learn to navigate and kind of maybe mediate at certain points.
But if you want to take the business one way,
and
she wants to take the business another way, how'd you figure it out? That happened to us.
We haven't come to that stage yet, and that's the honest truth. We haven't come to that stage.
Because inevitably it does come to that stage.
It would. We kind of discuss it at the moment and go, well, look, this is what we need to do for branding. We need to, get our stuff out there. With events at the moment, we kind of split it, So if we both have, if we say we're doing an event and we both have, because she's very much a pinker. Like that's, we always have a joke. She wants everything to be pink if she got her way. I'd be very much earth toned. So we have very much two style differences in our even our personal lifestyles. We have very too much different styles. So we've come to an agreement where one person takes the lead on something. Because if we both took the lead on it, it wouldn't work. We would clash, because we do have different tastes. So we have to say one person take the lead, and I'll help you. If you need anything, I'll support you in your vision. You have to let somebody take the lead in each aspect. Because if we're both partners, but you need a leader in each section. In the future, I think that would be something that will come up, and we'll hopefully be able to kind of negotiate that. Yeah.
If she's the opposite to you, are you going to always step down?
No, the thing is, I don't like conflict, but I like conflict in a way.
Well, yeah, you like conflict, but if it's for the cause, you're gonna go there.
Like unnecessary conflict. If you're fighting about something, I'm like, that's not gonna change my life. But if if we have conflicts, like remember that party we were at. Sorry, this is me and her. We actually had a fight, but it was laughing fight. But it was actually kind of like we were very much head to head, in a situation. Yeah. But it was like we had our piece, we said everything. But the next day it was calm. Like it wasn't like we can't carry it to the next day. You will have conflicts, because these are different people. I always think like these are different people coming in to do one thing. It's like even relationships.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're both passionate about it, so there's definitely gonna be a level of conflict there. And
but some days I'm not passionate about it at all. To be honest with you.
That's with everything. I love doing this podcast. I love coming here. But there's weeks or days where I know Deji's coming. I'm driving. I'm like, God, I wish I could just watch the football game right
Yeah.
now. Oh God, I wish I could do 101 things.
Yeah.
But you've got to. Like what? Like
That's the
they're relying
sacrifice
on you
element.
to
And then
be
sometimes
there.
it can be even a burnout element where you don't.
Yeah,
maybe did it almost too much too. Like
Yeah.
When
You
I'm
know what,
passionate,
apart
I
from that,
get
I'm just
passionate
not
about
in
this.
the
Like when I know like there's a guest coming, I'm like,
And I
yes,
think that's
Yeah.
why it's like it's good to have other people involved in things. I don't have fair play to people that do it on their own because I feel like if I was doing everything myself, the visions, coming up with ideas and setting up everything, I wouldn't be able to carry it on. And I am very much like not flaky because I do, if I'm passionate or something I want to do, I'm visionless.
Today. I thought I was gonna.
don't take
But
offense.
no,
You
it's-
always have that idea about the guests.
No.
Yes,
every single
they're
guest.
gonna play.
No, the thing is, I've actually thought I was flaky. People used to be like, you're so flaky. But I think, like, if I'm something I'm actually, something I want to do, I will do it. Like, if it's something I have a plan in my, like, I have a life plan, I said, look, I'm going to do, like, my master's. I said, once I finish my undergrad, I'm going to do a master's. I did it. You know, so I'm not. I always think that people used to call me flaky. Yes, I am flaky, but I'm not flaky.
You do when I'm
I'm
honest.
actually reliable in a way, in my own way. Don't put me reliable in the normal way.
Yeah.
I'm very much reliable in a different
My
way.
question is now, like, obviously you rely on like your businesses.
Yeah.
Rely on bookings. You have to get bookings to get
Yeah.
like whatever. Yeah. So I always see when people start businesses, whatever, not even businesses, even content creators. I see there's a stigma or a narrative about Ireland that like, oh, we don't support our own, we don't back our own, they're supporting Ireland, the shit, whatever. How have you found like booking gigs or getting support or getting venue?
That's
how's that aspect gone?
actually been overwhelmingly great, actually, because our first gig was, and it wasn't even a gig, we were just doing her fiance's birthday party, and from there we got we did actually her engagement, and from her engagement we got actually one of her friends said, oh, I actually want to support you guys, and actually booked us. And we've actually we've only mostly got bookings from events, like somebody else at the event, and we were there, we were chatting to them. People wanted to support us, and like even got a call there last week from one of my mom's friends, my auntie's friend, who had seen my auntie. We did my auntie's thing for free. Just we said, look, we'll put our names out, we take pictures, portfolio. She said, like, look, I want to support my daughters, like, you know, my people, my own people. Like, and this is so a lot of the people we've actually mostly got has been people trying to support us.
And it's nice too because it's a service, and you probably market it well too as well as a service. So.
And it's something new, and we're learning. So it's like, it's great. Like, I think I would say 99% of our clientele at the moment has been people trying to support us, people that have seen our work from other people that they know. So like that Ireland is small. You do one event, they see, and like my mom would be at some event that somebody I did, and she would give out my name, or my mom is even support me, put me on her WhatsApp and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And her friends are like, oh, who's doing this? It's Glet. She's like, oh, really? Our own daughter is doing it. Let's support her.
I'm like that too. I just think there's no reason like a service that's marketed well shouldn't thrive. Like, because my dad like is trying to set up like a plastering site, and he's sitting there on his phone. He's like, David, like,
and even not even marketing. I think if somebody sees the work is good, they want
that's
to
what I'm
support
saying. If you market it well, because I'm telling them, Dad, at the end of the day, it's a service. There's no reason why you shouldn't be getting business in. Like,
and I
you
don't
just need to
believe
market
that.
it well.
And I think nowadays young people want support. Like I try to keep everything within people I know or people I see, the services I see.
Yeah.
Like
building rapport as well.
My lashes, if I can find a not even black, but somebody I know that does lashes, I'll go to them. My hair, if I know somebody that does it, I'll go to them. If makeup, I go somebody I do them. Like, I try to keep it within my community, people I know, and they're doing a good job. Like, I would keep it within that. So I think it's a very outdated narrative at the moment. If you're telling me that people don't support each other, it's a lie. Maybe I don't know, maybe you're not supporting, maybe your service isn't good.
Yeah, maybe
and that's the truth of it all.
Sometimes we got to tell people that they're just not doing it.
And that's the truth of it all.
These days in Ireland, it's easy for people to go to that now, rather than like look at like and I did a video like that months ago, like even on my Nowcast and all, because I saw a rapper go, oh yeah, the truth is we're never gonna thrive in Ireland because like, oh, we don't. I'm like, no, maybe you need to work on yourself a little bit.
If you have the talents,
it could be
people will
one thing
support
that's
you.
not landing. It could be networking. Maybe that's not landing for you. You're not marketing well enough.
Yeah.
Because I think people think like, oh, you can have God-given talent and something, that's it, you're set.
There is enough success stories now in Ireland. There's enough people like thriving, like you're seeing like even like Faces by Iwaku, they're actually like signing. There's enough to see that like if
Freeborn Noble, Hair by
if the product
Yadi.
is good,
If
the backing will come.
The backing
Yeah,
will
like-
come.
Good, it's
And
consistent.
I
It's like-
think now, from my own experienced before I started this business is customer service. Oh my God. Customer service is...
Simi has had a nightmare.
But it's
Our
true.
wedding planner,
But it's true.
let me not beat her. Let me leave
But
her
it's
alone.
true. I think if somebody's,
difference.
and it's not even like doing the most, you have to bow down and beg and
No.
whatever. If you're just a nice person
on
and you
call.
answer, you communicate with somebody, it's the
common.
least
I sent
somebody
you a
can do.
message
Yeah.
And you even just say hi. Some people
Yeah.
Yeah.
say this is the amount. Not even and thanks for sending a message or even comment hi.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even
Say
apologize.
hi.
Okay, I couldn't answer that day because I had a lot of stuff. Because a lot of people, this is their second business. It's not their
Yeah.
full-time employment. It's like, sorry, I wasn't able to answer your message yesterday, but I'm here to answer your message now. It's customer service gets a long way because I go back to even other services I do myself is if I enjoy the customer service, I'd go back even if the price is crazy. It's crazy in my bank. I'm saving up 6 weeks of money, but because the customer service is much better than the other customers that's cheaper,
Yeah.
I would definitely
Because
go.
us as customers, like we build that association with people. Like even for like my girlfriend's like birthday, like I ordered her cakes from like this place Tanya's Bakery in Scaries. I'm even gonna give them a shout. Fuck it, like. But like she was literally like so nice about it. She was always in communication with me.
Exactly.
And then even when we like posted or whatever, she commented on the post or a page on. And it's just little things like that where
Yeah.
I could have been in communication with some cake woman. Like, go, yeah, here's your cakes Thursday or whatever.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have thought about that place again. Like I wouldn't even thought
Exactly.
of following it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I got my cakes
There's
now.
one
That's it.
barbershop
Like,
in Dublin that I'm never going to again.
yeah.
But like that, yeah. You see,
again.
you have such. If you have one, and it's a once-off thing as well. Once you have a once-off thing, it's like, well, I'm only using it once off. Why would I keep going?
Yeah.
Where if you
Yeah.
have like a rapport with
Make me
somebody,
come back.
say if you go, say your barber, say Tantine, right? She
Yeah.
had a bad day Wednesday, and you went to her, and she had a bad day. Because you've had great rapport with her from the get-go, you'll still go back another
Yeah.
Wednesday because you know like that day wasn't her day. But if you have on the get-go, you're having a bad rapport with her, you'd be like, why would I be doing this? Like I'm taking my day off. I'm paying you. I've worked hard for this money. So you're like, you have to give the people what's got at least the human decency of good rapport.
Man, fuck that barbershop.
It's
man.
such a big thing.
Yeah.
It's
Go
true.
Tantine, man.
Like, what have you
Tantine
found?
is
Like,
gossip.
obviously, we talk about the difficulty working for. What do you find the easiest in just starting a new business? What surprised you? Like, oh, this is pretty straightforward. Like,
That's a hard question because I think we're still at the startup stage. We're inventory stage is getting a lot. Oh, it's
ANG Decor.
A&D Decor. Found us on Instagram. We're just trying to make somebody's vision, or we'll help you with your vision come true.
Like my mom's 50th, and Glet was like, she's like, I'll do it. Like, I thought it was something like, because it's only in the house. I came there yesterday. Glet had menus. I was like, what are menus?
Well, that's the thing. I think as well. Like at the end of the day, and especially like I find that's why I find this job. I actually enjoy doing it. Is that it's the like seeing it after I put it into
It's
I don't want
accomplishing, isn't it?
yeah,
Like,
it's like I don't want people to
great,
sit down. I don't want to enjoy it. I just want to take my pictures and stay there and look at it. But I know you have to enjoy. But you actually do, because I'm like, yeah, and as well, like there's some things where sometimes, like for me now, I'm only speaking for me. I can't speak for my partner. It's like sometimes you get the money. Like we're only starting off, so a lot of the times we're putting in the work in, and we're probably putting in way more effort than the price we're actually given. But it's because like even if you give me like the price, if I gave you the price I quoted you, it wouldn't be a good event. You get me? So you have to kind of push for them to have a great time, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be there. Their friends are gonna see it, and then that person's gonna post this, and it's gonna get more people to your event. So if they said, okay, this thing, and you get whatever, how much price, and it's like literally you could do this and that, but you wouldn't just do this and that. You'd actually go above and beyond.
You never know who's watching.
Never know who's watching. And that's how we've actually really gotten our businesses. So we actually have to go above and beyond for them. And you want to go above and beyond because you see the people's reaction. Because a lot of time we're there with the clients after we finish, and they're just like so happy, and you're just like, God, I literally done this.
Be honest though, would you start quoting them more if your price like even metaphorically went up?
We will have to. And it's not because we're actually thinking we're the best, but it's to give those people a better experience. And that's the reality of it all. Like
my last question is then,
yeah,
how long before you take me out the hood with this business?
He ain't wrong. You trying to make that do
He wants everyone to take about the whole bar. Let's just push the podcast, bro.
Megan has started.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you know what they say? You have to have multiple sources
Once
of
you
income.
know, once you know where we going.
just small house, you know, just.
But the real question is, how many 6-year-olds do you think you can fuck?
That's I've been thinking
said
about that.
10.
I
She
said,
said
look,
10 pre-production.
10 girls, right? And maybe 15 with a boy on the top, because I just feel like girls, you hit them once, they're down, they're not coming back. They're
6-year-olds are
resilient.
pretty much the
There's no
same.
resilience at that age. But
I think all 6-year-olds have the same level of
6-year-old
strength.
boys, they have energy for no reason.
The girls have energy as well.
No.
At 6 years
Are we
old.
actually
Nah,
doing
this
this
even
again?
in the girl phase. Women
Are we actually
taller
doing this again?
No,
No, but listen, women are taller the whole way through.
At 6 it
Until
doesn't matter.
puberty.
They don't have resilience, but 6-year-old boys have this like bottled up energy that just keeps coming up and
I
up.
just remember when I was 6, every girl was taller than me.
Like,
Every girl was taller than me. Like,
I've seen
I'm
6-year-old
telling you.
girls fuck up some 6-year-old boys.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Come on now.
Did you send
But it
it to
depends.
TikTok, innit?
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck this."
We've had this conversation before.
I definitely think at least.
Look, I'm gonna start asking everybody this
I had
question.
to do it.
How many 6-year-olds
I just want to know how many 6-year-olds
Yeah.
can you take?
And come here as a business. I'm saying 15.
Probably.
Right.
How did you find?
Which one is that?
Oh, you
First
sorry.
10 million one?
Yeah, 10 million.
Just the question. We just need the question.
Just a question, right? So, this is a question online is a TikTok, innit? 10 million right now in your hand, but there's a catch.
Okay.
A snail is chasing you for the rest of your life, and if it touches you, you die a terrible death. What the fuck?
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
Yeah.
The snail cannot be killed. It knows your location at all times, and its only purpose is to find you.
Would you take the 10 million? Yeah.
What
So-
about when I'm sleeping?
So okay.
It's chasing you all of the time. That's its one job.
But
God,
the chasing you,
I'm thi-
but you never catches you.
no, if you catch
if
me,
it catches you, you die a horrible death.
But the snail, like,
Feel it.
and then the snail can be
but
killed.
snails are very slow. Like you're
Yeah.
When
grand.
you're sleeping, it might catch you.
Yeah, but okay.
For 8 hours.
This is the thing. I'm taking it. I'll buy 2 houses, yeah. One extra far, another extra far. Bro, if I go one place, the snails are catching me for at least a
I'll
year.
purchase the finest security that just put bricks in front of the snails. They can't kill it like
That's
that.
true, actually.
bricks
like
About
a
the
like
house,
a post.
you get your 10
Around my
million.
house is salt like
You get your 10 million. You switch house each time. One in Monaco, one in Ireland. By the time you reach
Glet,
Monaco,
I'm on
you
the
slept
top
that night,
floor.
and then you go back the next night. You
But
see.
can you see the life you're living? The stress you're living to even.
Wait, hold on, wait.
For the rest of
Wait, sorry.
Life to do with that life.
If I had 10 million, do you think I'm going to be living here anyways? That's the life I'm
But
living.
like I'm 25 now,
bro.
right? 10 million. If I enjoy for a year, that's great, man. I can die after. It's actually such a great life. I don't know what you're talking about. I can barely get
We
any
can't
sleep.
act like we lived
I
a
get
lot of
barely
life
any
at
sleep
20
without
something.
still catching me.
Acts like she's lived.
I know.
How do you know? It's just all the time that she was asleep. You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that's a life. But before I used to have fun, man. At 25, I stopped having fun.
The least gave me.
You need to re-up, man.
There we go. So you
wait.
No, I'm not. I'm
What?
I'm not
I'll take the 10 mil, yeah.
I just can't live with that psychological. So where's that? Even doesn't.
But that's like tax.
That's
That's like
psychology.
tax. Every time I open my check, tax took some money.
Yeah, I won't lie. What's
Got me.
good? Your mortgage is going to be chasing you the same.
Yeah,
I might as well
chasing.
take the 10 million.
Take it.
People every day have henchmen
Yeah,
after
but
them.
my
I have a
mortgage.
snail after me.
Worst case scenario, my mortgage is I'm not dying.
You're homeless.
Yes, that's what they.
I'll find my.
That's not that.
Look, man, niggas die every day, B.
This is why every single podcast.
He says that one.
What did you say?
Every single.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ask the question. Give this- give this
Wait,
mic.
what's called Glet? That mic will cover both.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, yeah.
What song do you think can beat Many Men?
Like what you mean?
But just
Like what song, like in a verses,
I don't think
could
there's.
be?
I don't think there's. For me, many men.
Forever by Drake.
No.
Impossible. What?
No.
Wait, sorry.
no, you have to factor in the intensity of
May
many
not
men as
mean
well.
nothing.
No.
I'm telling you,
no,
I'm
no,
telling you,
no,
anywhere you
there's a
go,
song, there's a
anywhere
song.
you go, no matter what country you play, Many Men is going up. If you play forever,
Do you know how many boys, black men are like my generation love? Every podcast I listen to, whenever they talk about 50 Cent, many men.
I don't
We
make many men
love
now.
that
As long as I'm
Oh,
beating
men
many men,
love it
I'm
though.
like
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
hard right now.
There's no.
Blood, my eyes dug and I can't see. I'm trying to see
I
what
was
I'm
selling
saying.
crack on
too
these
much.
streets, man. I got.
Yeah, like I've never said
Niggas
that.
trying to
So
take my
wait,
life
so
away.
you
I
got
put up
none of you men in here.
Oh wait, you also
Put the mic up.
You need to understand that I'm biased. 50 is my goal.
No, but no, this is stuck in my head because I
50's
actually
my
can't think
goal,
of
yeah.
something that has that level of intensity, but it's also a hit.
Vocal that
But it's
emotion,
also a
but it's
hit.
also a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
And it, like,
impossible.
no, I
It's
can't.
unbeatable. Many Men is unbeatable.
I actually can't. No,
That song is cool, but it's not beating Many Men.
no.
Nah, not Many Men.
No.
Okay, but the thing is,
Drake wasn't even really living that. No. Glet, you have to factor in 50 was living that. This is like 5 months after he got shot.
Like a sprained ankle, boy. I ain't
Nah.
to play with.
Jay-Z.
I started out.
Honestly, Jay-Z, nah. 50 Cent got shot like a dozen times. 5 months later, puts
First
that
name
L.
ever.
He wasn't now.
Greatest.
Like what? Like what?
Like a sprained ankle, boy. Ain't nothing to play with.
It's bars. It's bars.
Got you in the end.
It's bars.
You in the end.
You know me, Drake.
You're playing with your sprained ankle. Are you mad?
I'm the underground king, but I'll be crowned here. What? Stop that. What? You gonna run out of
Whenever
lyrics?
strong session happen every time. I'm the greatest. Some like Ali in his prime.
Eminem, what's that song?
You're young, I understand.
Wait.
I understand.
If you say Eminem, just leave.
When I'm
No,
gone,
let
No, when I'm
let
done.
no one alone. Let lose yourself.
Lose yourself?
Nah.
Oh my God.
Lose yourself might be touching
Mockingbird.
many men.
Yeah.
Mockingbird.
What?
Mockingbird.
Yeah.
What? Nah.
We made our mind up. They should not change our minds.
Unlearn the boys. Strip away the boys.
Nah.
Lose yourself. Lose yourself is
Yeah,
matching.
it's
Yeah.
up there.
Lose yourself is
It's
matching many men.
definitely up there.
No, see, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Lose yourself
Mockingbird
is
is
matching
a
many
good
men.
song,
No,
though.
look, this is
Did you say the question was anything since?
No, anything at all.
Anything? No, lose yourself.
Any
Hold on,
song.
Yeah,
This
that
is
was
the
the
thing.
one.
This is the thing about
I
lose
thought the
yourself.
question was anything since.
Oh yeah, hold on. Lose yourself. Yeah, cool. It's a banger. I'm not gonna take that away. Fucking
Yeah.
banger.
What's
But
Lose
the thing
Yourself?
is,
Palms are sweaty.
knees,
Oh,
arms,
yeah,
heavy,
yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking-
yeah,
yeah. The
already.
thing is, that's
forget
great.
it.
But nothing is gonna get niggas to like. You see the emotion in their face.
The N-word came out.
Like,
No, everybody share mom spaghetti.
Wait, what about
everybody. Everybody.
no, nah, that's big. That's big.
Can we please cut this part of the podcast?
This is the thing. This thing about lose yourself. This thing about lose yourself. Everybody knows the lyrics because it's a banger. Yeah, cool.
I don't know the
But the
lyrics
thing
of
is,
Many Men, I want
what
I
does
just wanna
lose
know-
yourself make you feel?
I just want to know like a song
Nah,
like
lose yourself.
It's the
As in,
underdog
I
coming to
Lose
the
yourself turns me into a
forefront.
white boy. I punch walls
It's
and shit.
many men. As in many men makes men like it just whether you've gone through
No, we've got
suffering
to it.
or not.
No, we've got to it.
I know,
I was in
but
New
whether
York
you
for 50
have,
cents.
wait,
I was
whether
selling
you-
crack on these streets,
wait,
bro.
I actually got one of the shots.
But whether you have or
Like-
not, it was that is like men's national anthem.
But I
So
know
what
she
I'm
don't know the
wondering
lyrics to Many Men
is there a
actually.
song
Yeah, but
that
see,
can
this is
beat
the thing.
that?
You're weird.
I genuinely think Pop Smoke would have dropped that at this stage, but fucking.
Look,
You know.
many men, like it's because the
Like,
thing
what's
is
the
right.
lyrics about?
What?
It's about his life being shot. Niggas gonna take his life away.
stop. Even
But
before
all
that,
these niggas
the
are fucking
intro, the intro.
The many
Okay,
men.
this is the thing. Okay, all jokes
Hear the
aside,
chords.
all jokes aside, yeah. I'm not even just saying that because 50 is my goal. Like on a serious
Really?
level.
Like, you woke up
So
today.
no Kanye West song, no Jay-Z song,
See,
no
the thing is, like,
like
Jesus Walks, maybe?
like you,
Ooh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Jesus
I'm not listening to Dave. He's gonna change my mind.
No,
Yeah,
you know
Jesus-
what's you know what's so
Jesus-
impressive? You know what's so impressive? It was a religious bop.
yeah.
Like, what business does that
Listen
have
to
being
this
a
right
religious
now.
bop?
What about
They're not swaying.
what
You
about that?
really did
What's
though.
that
You really
album?
swayed.
Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Twisted-
no, there you go,
Dark
there you go.
Twisted Fantasy. Would any song
No,
like that be?
because
Monster.
that's comes together. The last thing about the album, it comes well as a collective. I don't think like there's an individual song.
yeah,
and that song
there
and
is.
maybe Monster.
Power,
but
Monster.
even Monster is
That's
just
different album.
even Monster is just is
yeah,
Nicki's bit. And what's the other song? Runaway. Dun. But that's just the
Ah,
intro.
no. It's
Yeah.
Itty by Beyonce. By
Nicki.
Can we create?
And if you've listened to this podcast,
But like, can we
Itty
create
bitty.
factors
Yeah.
to consider
I
with
was in
what
the
you're
way
saying?
of the way.
Like, alright, so 50 Cent is
No,
great.
actually, no, guys. Itty Bitty by Nicki Minaj. No. The name sounds, but if you listen to the bars,
No, that
I know all the lyrics.
But listen,
However,
if we're
That
to
girl
consider,
kills it,
with
like-
many men, the intensity of it, the fact it's that intense,
bitty.
and,
No, I
and,
know,
and,
yeah.
and it's relating to his life, and it's a bop.
Yeah.
What other
That's what I'm trying
shit
to-
can we compare to that?
because the thing
for
is,
men, anyways, because
yeah,
men
yeah.
feel some
Bro,
kind of.
Yeah.
don't say men.
Maybe
don't say men.
Runaway. Maybe Kanye West Runaway.
Have you
No,
listened
no.
to that nice baby episode? When
No, what I'm
what's
saying,
Nella on it?
women,
Yeah.
women enjoy it, but it doesn't do something.
I don't know
like
the lyrics
does
except
for men.
That's not true.
No,
I've seen women go off to many men.
this song. Benji loves
No,
this
I'm
song.
telling you.
No,
I've
see,
Speaking of
I
truth,
agree
my guy.
with Simi because I don't know.
Okay.
Many men.
There's no fairness. That song has
No,
so
that's
much
That's Pop Smoke's version of that.
but
You thought the
no,
same
I
job.
know the actual original
Look,
one.
let okay.
Because that was
For me, Drake Legend probably was up there, but like that's
What's
like,
Legend?
If I die,
It's up there.
You guys are not gonna convince Deji today.
It's up there. I know.
It's not
I'm not
even
shaking
that.
dead yet. I know I'm not shaking dead.
Headlines
Big man,
by
relax.
Drake.
Not a chance.
patience.
Nah,
So no. Okay, then I have a question.
You don't get do. What's that?
So
one?
then, what
YOLO.
song do men think that women hear and we go off?
Yeah, actually, that's
What song? What?
The women.
That women, like men think that women hear and we go off.
Alright, Sweet Bass. Nicki Minaj.
No, God forbid.
Cardi B, what's that one?
God forbid.
How's it going, my guy?
Bodak Yellow.
Whole family's here today.
Bodak Yellow.
Bodak Yellow. You can play that
Yellow.
right now.
Wait,
4 years
you
later.
said-
Does any song beat Many Men?
yeah.
Name
Come
more,
on.
name more.
Yeah,
Name
name
one.
Name
Just
yourself about to
one.
name a song that beats many men.
What songs have we mentioned already?
Lose yourself.
Lose yourself.
Forever
I'm not having
by
that.
Drake.
Forever by Drake. I'm not having that either.
No, not a chance.
Told you.
Mocking.
Itty Bitty Piggy,
by
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, AB is just a national anthem for girls. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's a song.
And that's some bangs as well.
Forever, that's the only one that can really. I don't know what the other song is.
Forever.
Yeah.
Bro,
I think you guys should play Forever and deep the lyrics.
It's like a sprained ankle I know to play with. I got shot that dance, fam. You got shot that dance.
Sprained ankles.
And you know
And he's not in your
forever. That was just a homage to LeBron.
I know.
Oh yeah, because in the beginning, the guys in the LeBron's in the car.
So Drake's not even living that life. It's LeBron living that life.
Wait, so what's the song for women? What do men
Itty Bitty
think?
Piggy.
Bodak Yellow.
What that girl used to be for 1 year.
It's Itty Bitty Piggy, bro. That's on. That's on.
I don't
10
fuck
plus
with
years.
you.
Nah,
by Sean Paul.
Bodak Yellow used to play. See
Sean
girls turn around to their guy and
Sean.
start pointing at them, get real aggressive, like and fucking like.
yeah.
Me and Charles, like, what did he do? What did he do? I'm like, what?
See, many men does more to me, more than that to me.
I don't know why they don't pay many men in the clubs for.
Fam.
It's like, oh, you
If they play many men in the club, it's
It's
good.
not right. It's not
Cost
right.
to that, like
You know, my
can't-
favorite line in the podcast is age bad, probably. So age bad, probably.
What, Benny Men?
Yeah.
Many men did not age bad.
Hey, you said clubs? You said clubs?
This guy.
You said
Like,
clubs.
you know,
No, but it's not
You
a
said
club song.
clubs.
You can't dance
It's not a club
But-
song.
but-
You
but-
got a 36,
Bro,
This
That's what I'm
guy,
saying.
many men age
You got
bad.
to-
Who is this guy? Why is he in this podcast? Who is this guy?
what are we? What are we?
Yeah, it's bad, no?
What are
This
we?
guy age bad.
In terms of nightclubs, bro.
Okay.
Okay, wait,
can't
the thing
play
is,
many
what
men in
are we
the
basing this on? Because if we're talking about people know the lyrics, people know that. If we're talking about emotions and how it makes
I'm
you
saying
feel,
emotions as number one.
okay, emotions is
That's how
number
it makes you
one.
feel.
Yeah.
Emotions is number one. Then
Forever, like a sprained ankle I know to play with makes me feel like.
Nah, mine's legend, Drake. Mine's legend.
Guy, he's
how
playing
is that?
with a sprained
Bro,
ankle.
what's called life is good makes me feel more than forever.
Working on the weekend.
As usual.
No.
This is the thing. Yeah, I be working on the weekend as usual. So he
And
touched me
does
with that.
Drake make
You gotta
everybody's
sound
top
Drake.
5?
What?
Does Drake make everybody's top 5?
Yeah, Drake's
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
song.
no, Drake is the greatest like of his era.
I
don't
have another
know,
Drake song
like,
that makes me feel
as a
like that.
casual
What?
Drake listener.
I was
As a
running
casual,
through
she
the city
did
with my
it.
woes.
As a casual Drake listener, I don't know.
No, Drake is top 5. Like, there's no way you cannot not have Drake in top 5.
It's impossible.
I don't know how. He's literally one artist of the
Drake
decade.
is around all the time, so you
Yeah.
don't even know if he's actually good. We're just around.
No, Drake.
No, and you know what I think as well. I think
funny, man. He's just around.
Like-
You're not even there. He's good.
We're gonna argue everybody's around.
No, Drake is good.
Yeah.
the thing about Drake that I always say, people don't. It's not cool to like Drake isn't cool. I
No,
know it
Drake
sounds
isn't
weird
cool.
because he is
Very
cool,
cool,
but he's not cool.
Corny
and,
sometimes.
And also the thing is, when people talk about top 5, they're looking at the same merits that they were comparing
You know,
Jay-Z to the 19 them.
Don't jealous me had a top 10. He didn't have Drake or Kanye. I was like, I'm not looking at this.
It's impossible because the thing is,
Can I ask a question? Like when you're doing this, because I don't know rap music. Like I can't rate. Like if I'm looking at singer songwriters, I can say this is because lyrically, I listen. But like in a rap, like what do you look for? As,
Lyrics as well.
For me, I like my
like is it the
Personally,
production?
It
is
depends
it
on
the
the
lyrics?
it depends on the day.
It's like if that person has put like say
believability.
it's believability, but is it like that?
sorry,
For the weave, and they love it.
You got to believe it.
I control and delete that. But like as like when I look at singer songwriter, I look at like the lyrics. I look at who wrote most of their songs. I like say Adele. I love Adele. People laugh at her. I know because she writes a lot.
I love it.
That's fire.
But I don't like looking at it. Do you ever look at the writing credits and you see 50 different people? I don't feel like it's personal to that person.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a song made by multiple people, so that plays into who I put my top.
Yeah, but
What music do you mainly listen to? Because I heard your indie playlist accidentally play one day. I heard the indie playlist. I like indie songs too.
Okay, what do you listen to mostly? Did you?
mostly depends on the time, but usually like some R&B and shit.
Yeah, I'm R&B and rap. Yeah.
Oh, hip hop and rap, drill, drive.
Pop and alternative rap.
She said.
I'm 90s R&B. Like I don't listen to anything.
Yeah.
So, no, for me, like in terms of what I like in my rappers is lyricism, like bars. I love bars. I love rappers that came to rap.
Bars.
I love rappers that you're there and you came to rap. Like you came to rap, bars, meanings, and also like just it has to have to vibe for it. Like a lot of people find Cole boring, and I actually agree with them.
I do.
Like I agree with the Cole is boring, but if you're like a rap fan, if you like rap, you can't see Cole boring.
Yeah.
But if you're just like if you're a casual, production. Like if you're just a casual rap person, you listen to rap here and there, I can understand why Cole isn't for you. But if you like rap and you listen to Cole and you don't tell me that Cole is good,
technically in terms of lyricism, he's not
like
born.
in terms of
He's
bar
not-
and
he's not
lyricism,
born
he's
at
just
all.
is the guy. But in terms of like packaging everything, in terms of
Yeah.
like making anthems, music and bars, Drake just kills everybody. And in terms of purely putting sounds together, well, Kanye is not the best rapper. I always said this so many times on the podcast. Kanye is the worst part of his own album because he produced it well. The features are good. His shit on it is.
I think I see Messi.
But this is the thing though as well.
But I just like my rappers to rap.
It's also about how you say it, because the thing is, there's some guy that I know, he dropped a song and the song doesn't sound bad. And he's like, it's a vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? But I know him, and the shit that he's speaking, he's not about. So I'm just like, I don't believe you.
That's because you know him in the person. It's not what Mick Mill was saying about Drake, which is like Drake doesn't write his own thing, so like don't make me believe it. But Drake was like so ingrained into the culture. People were like, we don't care. Like you know what, I get what you're saying, because a lot of rappers within their rap games, rappers themselves, when they speak about Drake, they look at him like, but like he's right, it's not his own shit. But the masses, we don't care.
Yeah.
We're way too sexy for whatever. Do you know what I mean? we couldn't care for it. But like rappers, like they say, there's rappers.
I hate that song.
Yeah. There's certain people that are like,
I thought so too.
Nah,
but the thing is, listen to that song.
I think it's a troll.
Listen to that song.
It's a
with
trolling
just
song.
arrogance. No, it's the thing about the song. The song's ass, but it's the level of arrogance.
I heard someone say that song would be a hit if it didn't come in with the I'm too sexy. If it went straight into the beat.
I think people are gonna love it in the club. They've been putting it on their Instagram, their TikToks. I just think it's just corny.
but
some stuff is corny and catchy.
Listen to it.
Corny catchiness, like
listen to it, and just listen to what they're saying and listen to that's what happened to me, and just listen to the level of arrogance. And once again, it goes back to believability.
But have you seen the music
level
video?
of arrogance that Future has? I believe that nigga.
The video.
Nah, I can't get over my first listen.
They're trolling.
My first listen was the best listen. He said, "I'm too sexy for this world." And
the thing is, once again, he believes that shit.
Oh my god!
Back to what we were talking about. So
he said, "Too sexy for your girl."
You wouldn't take 10 million for a snail chasing you.
oh, about to this.
Oh my god.
No way.
No.
Bro, the snail moves that I think is like
My mind will never rest because I'm like, he might catch me.
Bro,
I might be sleeping and he'll catch me.
Bro, do you know how long it will take
telling
to
me
get
I can't
to
do
this?
it.
Maybe you're taking a 10 mil because I'll just like invest heavily on security and I'm good.
Not even that, bro.
But I don't get why
if
we
the
can't
snail is
kill
over
it,
here,
like-
I'll just walk over there.
Wait, hold on.
No,
Can we
why
not
are we not
capture
killing
it?
it?
No.
Like,
Can you not just capture it and put it inside like a jar?
that's a good idea. I just read.
You can't capture
You
it.
don't even know about that. He can break glass,
Live in
so you can't like.
2025.
Oh, if you get captured, you can put it inside a jar.
That's actually good.
You can't do that.
though.
And that's salt, so it dies with salt.
You can capture it.
Even if you couldn't capture it, bro, do you know? Like, look how
not
slow
taking
they
it.
move. Like,
Oh, I'm not
if
taking
you
it.
literally, if the snail was in Nava,
I'm
right?
sick. I'll put it in
Go
the
to your
jar. I'll
house.
be looking at it like, yeah.
If the snail was in Nava, go to your house. It'll probably take a month to get to you.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm
But
saying?
then I lose track of the snail. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, you don't think about.
And
Okay,
then
you
you
take
forget.
5 years.
Like, I'll put a tracker on the bloody snail.
All right, we have one more TikTok to go through before we get out of here.
I'm too sexy.
Would you rather that shouldn't be this hard part? Siete. This is primarily for the boys. Women, you are free to answer if you feel the need to, but for the most part, it's for the boys. Would you rather spend the day with your favorite athlete or spend the night with your TikTok crush? Now let me set some rules real quick before y'all go crazy in the comment section. There's no money involved in this. Like if you spend the day with LeBron, he can't make you rich. Like that's not what this is. And as it goes with the TikTok crush, all I'll say, 65% chance.
Stop. Not TikTok crush. Not TikTok crush.
Okay.
Because who gives a fuck about TikTok crush? Remember we were talking about the
you're moving the
elite baddies. The elite baddies, the Megan Foxes, Angela Bassett, man.
Rihanna. 65%.
She's like 60.
What? Bro. Anyways.
She said she need a hip replacement after
Change your lives.
Anyways.
So what?
Anyways.
Mediator.
Anyways. So any of the celebrity crushes that you have, 65% chance spend the night with them or your favorite
athlete for the day.
Favorite athlete.
65%.
You're telling me Cristiano Ronaldo or Georgia Smith, man. I'm stressed out.
I'll pick an athlete.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just me and LeBron hanging out.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to kick Ronaldo.
65%
65% chance to smash Rihanna.
That's only 15% extra than the 50%.
Yeah, 65 is not even that high either.
That's only
You're still
50%
broke.
extra than 50%.
Yeah, but
Okay, why'd you do the math like that?
And you're still broke. Like,
Yeah,
you're not
but
rich.
you're
You're not
this-
talented. You still work at Pfizer. No, but they have to your levels. It's not like 100%. Their levels.
Pfizer.
but the thing is, even if you hang out with the athlete, you're still gonna go back to your regular
Yeah,
life. You're
but
not
still,
doing
that's what I'm
anything.
saying. Like, but you still say you could take a selfie.
You can take
Take something
something
with
with
my
you,
crush. Me and Rihanna in bed, selfie.
bro. What?
Bro, I can tell you that's Ronaldo.
Are you people really confused?
65%
What would you do?
chance.
An athlete.
Hang out with your favorite athlete over your favorite crush.
Because I won't be moving. I'll be moving too mad.
65 is not that high.
Do you know what it
Not
is?
high.
What would you do? Athlete.
Yeah, I'm kicking Ronaldo.
Making good for sure. What?
Yeah, I'm with Rihanna.
But you think you're gonna be like, hey, yeah, Megan, I'm sorry. You be like, what?
Okay, but the thing.
You be so like nervous.
This
You
is
won't
the
be
thing you don't
yourself.
understand.
This is
Really great.
You guys might not even be able to fuck.
Wait.
That's the thing.
This is
You won't
the
be able to
Keep it
fuck
in.
because you're
It's
so
not
nervous.
only about fucking.
Blue shoe, baby.
What are you doing there for?
And therefore, this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Wait, them niggas ain't paying us. Okay, but this is the
I
thing.
think Blue Chew will fire
You say that guys like, do you know how many niggas will fail if they saw Ronaldinho walk in the room?
Yeah, but he's hanging out with you, so you're probably gonna force him to play football with you. You're gonna get once in a
What?
lifetime to play
I'm gonna play
football with
football
you.
with my-
Or you're gonna play FIFA with him.
No,
like there's
with
things
an
that you
athlete.
need to do. Like that's 100%.
65% chance Rihanna can
What is
succeed.
What
Do you
is
think?
Go.
Nah,
Do
you gotta kick me off at 85.
65%.
No.
What if you end up like Dongo? You slide and you're gone. That's
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Still smash though.
Still
smash though. I did. And girls do these things. Oh, it was only for 3 seconds. I'm not counting down my body count.
But
He fucks.
I would.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. You guys are only focusing on the fact of the 65% chance. He said, "Oh, by the way, 65% chance. You could just spend the night chilling, anyways."
Yeah.
Like, because the thing is,
Yeah,
okay,
you have a girl.
Who's
Chill
your?
with your girl?
This is a
100% chance.
hypothetical.
Nah, now you're moving the goalpost.
I hate
You're
Glet.
moving the
100% chance.
goalpost.
This is a hypothetical.
Don't know why
But
you're
look,
leaving
this
your
is the
girlfriend.
thing.
This tonight, you don't have a
If it
girl.
was, if let's say your crush,
Yeah.
who's your celebrity crush?
I don't have one.
I hate when.
I have no, hold on. I used to have one, which is Chris Brown, but as the years go by,
What about
the
Tony
way
Joshua?
he looks.
And Idris Elba.
No,
Oh.
Idris Elba, yeah.
Okay, so
you
the
said
thing
the
is,
funniest
you
thing
could-
ever. Everyone says about Idris Elba. Do you know how men will look at a woman like, oh, he's so sexy, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, I like him. He looks mature. I'm like, that's how you guys fantasize about men. He looks mature.
Yeah.
We'll be like, look at them
My-
heavies.
My celebrity
Look at
crush
them.
looks like he just.
They will be like, if
he'll
I
be back.
speak, they'll kick me out of this
Wait,
group
who's your
chat.
celebrity?
Who did you say?
Like my celebrity crush looks
Who is
like
it?
we'll have great bands.
Who is he? Who's
I won't
somebody?
say his name, but just like we have great bands. We'll have
What?
like
You're acting like he's gonna watch this. Like, what? Like, you're like,
65% chance.
And even if he does watch this, so what?
Wait, but
Mine is Idris Elba.
but the thing is, right?
Because he looks mature.
There's a 65%.
Yes,
There's a
really.
65% chance that you guys might smash, but also you're just gonna. There's a 100% chance that you're
But
just
then
chilling. You're just chilling.
But then I can meet an athlete that I like.
Like, why would I be chilling?
Like,
you
say
could
if I
also
wanted to
fuck off,
hang out
watching
with Netflix or
Netflix.
something like
but-
that.
Keep on this celebrity crush conversation real
Do you
quick.
think I am?
Do you know why I can't stand women sometimes? You know, like, cause fucking no.
You
straight
can't
up.
stand women.
No, they
This
were
is why
heading
men
sometimes.
are
They were
trash.
heading.
And
You know
I
why? Because I'm in the hotel with Emma on Sunday or whatever. She's like, oh yeah, like if cause she already knows how I feel about Georgia Smith. So she's like, oh yeah, if you had a night with Georgia Smith, she's like, what would you do? I'm thinking it's just a question to catch me out. I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, I have to come on, like, do you know what I mean? Like I have. She's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. She's like, cause if I had The Rock, oh my god, I'm like, what the fuck, like what? I'm like,
This is the thing though. I feel like you as a person, you know how I love Megan, yeah? If I got a chance to Megan, you can't deny me that. Just the same way that if you got a chance with one of your, like...
Can I ask a question?
that question
Can I ask a
straight,
question?
she
You're
still
in a
would've been pissed.
relationship. These are all in a relationship, right?
I think
Like,
so.
and you. Well, like we all like say you have your what you call them things, your hall pass. Would you actually you're in a relationship and you got a chance to see your hall pass celebrity?
I will say
would
this,
you
yeah.
actually
I will say this, yes. Don't give your man the hall pass because we will take it. With a celebrity crush, if you see Rihanna and she's on it, you can fuck. The thing is, I don't think my girl will even believe me. First, I was like, I fucked Rihanna. Alright. No, I did.
She's in the film.
I
You know
like
them ones.
Rihanna saw all this men.
You know them ones. I was like, you're like, I told you. You chose to not believe
I
me.
fucked Rihanna. She's like, cool. Alright. Because I remember watching
But
Entourage.
you actually would.
Smash Rihanna.
That's actually
If she
rude.
let me.
That's actually rude.
She let me. She said,
Don't say no.
He said he'll just beg for forgiveness afterwards.
You know what they say? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Hey, you're gonna give me breakfast
What
and
if
get
you
mad
come
at
back and
it.
she doesn't forgive you? Then what?
then what?
You ask for permission
Then what?
and say no.
I fucked
Sorry.
Rihanna.
Is that what you're saying?
You know what? You can find another girlfriend. You can't almost smash Rihanna again.
And I'm a wife. Sorry, but what if it's your wife? What if it's your wife?
Niggas has had two people.
have been
You can find another one.
Then she said, I'm taking that chance. We will deal with whatever after.
Look, this shit like 99, bro.
Look, in this life, yeah. Because, okay, wait, honest. You don't want to say who your crush is. Who's your crush?
I asked him.
Anthony Joshua.
You don't have any
I don't
crush.
see Anthony Joshua. Like, he's just a big,
gorgeous.
long guy.
Michael B. Jordan.
I just think he's too pretty.
Michael Ealy. He's not mine, but he
Future,
could be hers.
Michael Ealy, anybody.
What about those trap stars?
She likes the Trevelli.
Yeah.
Russ.
Anybody.
Tion Wayne. You don't have a celebrity crush?
Miss Small Legs.
No, but
Alright.
big up. So yeah, who's yours? Idris Elba, is it?
Well, I think he's good looking. I don't really have a crush. I don't think women have crush like the way
That's
men
not
have
true.
crush.
That's not true.
Men be trying to fuck
I saw-
anytime. Everyone would be like, no, I have a man.
Claire was giving out to her. She said, men are always horny. Men are always horny. And then when we're not horny, they're like, why you not horny? You don't find me attractive anymore? I'm like, oh my god, men can't do anything. We
I
just
say Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe, there you go.
Mbappe.
Grand.
Well, he's not good looking, but
Oh, she just wants the lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Wait, so are you
Actually,
actually...
Benzema, I can know. He's
Oh,
someone.
Benzema
He's
has
not the
a
lifestyle, but
sauce.
I actually think he's handsome. I love that Arabness.
Fam, you know what? Benzema's got drip as well.
Yeah, and he can dress.
He's actually one of the drippiest footballers.
Yeah,
full
he is.
stop.
Very
So the night with Benzema, or who would be your? See, this is why he said mainly for men. You have to flip it. Someone else. Like,
But I just think like, yeah.
Glenn would definitely hang out with Adele.
Jordan, a night with your crush or a night with Jack Harlow?
Man, Adele's we're gonna sing songs.
Might have my phone Harrow. I might not get the sense of my crush, but just be associated with Harrow. You don't know what Instagram models will come to you. Imagine you go to a club with
And
like
relax.
Jack Harlow.
she said, relax.
This is a hypothetical.
Jack
This
Harlow
is
right now.
Very
hypothetical.
Why you
Hypothetical.
having fantasies?
Why are you having hypotheticals when you're married?
As a man, why are you having fantasies? That's what they will say next. They say ick. It gives you ick when men have celebrity crush. 100%.
Yeah.
Right. We good? Anything else?
I have a question.
Okay,
go on.
Before we go here.
But like, why are men trash? Like, you wake up on Tuesday and you decide to be
When she
trash.
leans into the mic, I know she's gonna say something.
gonna say something good.
No, wait, no, answer it though.
Wait, why are men trash?
No, why do men just choose to be violent on like a random
It's like
Tuesday or Monday or
Thursday
whatever. You just wake up
and
and
you
say,
just
you know
become
what?
nuts.
Okay,
See,
wait.
as cavemen, we were built to be
Wait,
violent. So,
okay, the answer to that is the same answer to
ancestors.
why do you just wake up and you want to cause stress? Why don't you like peace?
Because I had a dream. I had a dream about you cheating on me, so I have to.
I know you're not talking to me for the day.
No, on a serious level, on a big and serious level, why am I getting in trouble? Because your brain decided that you wanted to shoot yourself.
Because it's intuition, you know. We're just
People in the Bible had dreams about things that were premonitions.
Okay,
So
how many of your dreams have come true? How many of your dreams have come true?
All the time, man. One time I had a dream about being in a field doing cartwheels with the Jonas Brothers. It hadn't happened yet, but I'm still waiting for it.
Anyways, if you've made it to the end of the pod, you've been blessed with the highest level of analysis. Thank you for listening.
The Jonas Brothers.
She said, I'll do Karen Fields.